in Baton Rouge out there, the crime is the niggas.
It's the niggas.
Like, yeah, and it ain't nowhere near how the white crime
Pistachios.
is. The white
Y'all
Big
ain't
crime,
even
like,
talking about.
pistachios.
Y'all ain't even talking about what they
they
talking
keep
about in the
running
chat.
stuff.
Y'all heard me? I got over
So
here because I
what?
thought y'all was talking about what they talking about in the chat. Y'all talking about some whole different shit.
Yeah,
No,
we
because like you trying to
multi-task
tell us,
around here.
like you trying to tell us that niggas don't kill each other more than white people, and they just lying
That's
about the
not. I
statistics.
never said that. Don't put words in my mouth.
Yes, you
you
did.
said
No,
you
I did
said
not.
niggas
I
kill
did.
each
That's
other
not.
more.
No, he
No,
said niggas don't kill each other more than white
I
people.
didn't say
They
that
lie
either. I
about the
never said that
statistics,
either.
and they just skew the numbers. That's what
I
her
never said
and
that
you and
either.
all these other women been trying to tell me, and I've been on their ad, on their bump about this shit. No, that's not true.
I
So
never said that either. That's
what's
not
the
what I said either.
we have a so the rate we do have a
All right,
higher
now
crime rate.
he on it. Oh, okay. I
We do
thought you
have
was
a
on it. I was about to get on your ass, boy.
no. I was saying we do have a higher crime rate,
And
but
we
it's
got a
several
minority
factors that go
population.
into. Huh?
And
What's
we
that?
got a minority population.
But that's part of the issue. Yeah, come on.
You
Yeah,
figure we
even
still
if we
got
had an
money.
equal crime, like the numbers of of killings was equal to the whites, we still a minority, so that would still look bad. But
Yeah, yeah, that
we
part.
supersede the whites in killings, and we got a lower population count.
Um,
Yeah,
But
we
that's but
fucking
the lower
savages.
the no, it's not because we savages. Stop it. That's
We
not that.
savages, bro.
Now you sound. Now I can see why they get offended and defensive.
We
So it's this.
savages, bro. Niggas need to
what you
Nah,
got,
love
Amy?
each other. Like hug your nigga if you love your nigga. Stop all this fucking killing each other,
I'm
bro.
back, my
Why the
niggas.
fuck you killing each other? White people stop killing. You know why lynching stopped? Lynchings didn't stop because of the civil rights movement. Lynching stopped because they realized you niggas doing the lynching for them. They ain't
Oh,
gotta
There
do it
was
no
more.
hold
more.
on, time
There
out,
was more
Got to.
lynching. There
Hold
was
on, hold
more.
so
on. So
look.
what he's saying is, what Neil is saying is, niggas will kill you. You step on their shoes. If you look
Yeah.
at them crazy, if
Ain't
you
nobody
stare at
killing
them
each
too
other for stepping
long,
on their
if
shoes
you
no
give them a
more.
No,
Stop
phone,
bro.
if
it.
you
No,
bump
That's
no.
into
Trump.
White.
them,
No,
say something
most
about
of
their mama.
No,
You
no,
know,
no, no,
hey,
Silky. I can sum it up like this. I can sum
go
it up
ahead.
like this. The 2026 KKK is black. Is
yo,
black.
stop, bro.
That's
Damn.
by
Niggas
design.
is
Listen,
the
look.
new
No,
That's
KKK.
cool.
The
this it is.
new
This
Ku
the
That's
Klux
real.
Klan
real.
This
is niggas.
no.
That's
This
what
the
I'm
real.
saying.
This the real. This the
Niggas.
real. This the real. We have a street culture unlike any other race, right? So I think that's the problem. Like what comes with that culture is the violence, the
That mean we
crime, the
cool with
all.
the bullshit.
No, that's not. I'm not. I'm explaining. I'm not saying that. That's what I'm cool with.
We
I'm
done got
saying like
accustomed
so.
to it.
White. Listen. And white. There are some drug dealers in white communities, but that's not a thing that people look to do. Like we
Broadcast.
listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Before all of this shit, you had the mafia and all of them was the
Thank
niggas
you.
that was like them was the niggas that was the drug lords and all that shit.
Bobby
The OGs,
Johnson.
We
real gangsters.
adopt. That's why you see most of these black niggas that these niggas that they name themselves after these niggas because they're
Black
imitating
Mafia family,
the
shit like
mafia and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? So
Man.
The
that's
mafia
we've
got
adopted their
smart though.
culture
They
and made
stopped
it
doing
our
that
own.
dumb shit.
The
yes,
white people
But they
didn't.
was being reckless too, though.
The
and that
regular
was
white
that's
American
systematic
didn't do that.
design.
You see what I'm saying? The regular white American didn't do that, and the drugs didn't get flooded into their communities and shit like that.
Boom.
So what y'all are saying is true. Like our crime rates are higher, we killing each other more, but the reasons for it is behind the culture that was
Targeting.
built
Right.
around this bullshit. You see what I'm saying?
It's all systematic, man.
So what is your point? I don't know. I don't see what
BRB.
you're saying.
What you mean was my point?
You
My
shouldn't
point,
have said
It
you
you
sounded
agree,
said
like
my
you
nigga.
was
point was
You
trying
that
to
should
you
have said
no,
said we
something
no.
like
just
you
savages.
Let me
agree.
clarify my
That
question
Oh,
part.
because
okay.
that was a bland question. Let me spice it up a little bit. All right. So what I'm asking you, gang twin, I'm saying, why did you tell me this? Because it sounded like on one hand you was making an excuse for the shit, and then you just said some shit that we all know
No,
that
I was
fucking
saying
hip
that
hop
we're not
music is
savages.
violent and it promotes this bullshit and these niggas listen to this shit and go out and kill each other. High
No,
off the motherfucking perkies, high off that fucking heroin and
They
all this
have
other
killed them
shit.
over
that's
Jordans.
that's what I'm trying to tell you. So I
Niggas
was
will
trying
kill
to
you
tell
over
you that okay,
shoes.
it's
Are
like
you
this.
trying to
If you
blame it
put
on white people? That's all I want to know. Are you trying to blame this on white people? Why you killing each other?
white people were the start of it, they're
They
not
have the
responsible for what's
Oh,
going on
white people are
all around
the
Okay.
right now.
homicide
All right. All right.
homicide statistics show that not only do black people kill themselves at the same they kill themselves each other at the same rate.
who is who?
That's what that's what homicide statistics show. Go to
Between
FBI, you can
who?
see it.
You just said
At the
between
same
who?
rate. Each ethnicity kills themselves at the same rate.
So it's equal across the board now, across all
That's
races.
bullshit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
but
bullshit.
That's
That's
no,
on the
bullshit.
no, no, no.
statistics. That's
I
it.
Yes,
ain't
but
never had to go to one white funeral over gun
Chinatown,
violence.
that
Not
crime
one.
wave.
nigga, you
Not
know,
one.
cause you not in no white families.
Yes,
Oh,
I
East
am,
Chinatown
bro.
all
Nigga,
night,
you know
baby.
how
I
many
don't make
I
crimes all
haven't dated
night.
a black girl since like 2012, nigga.
They
No,
don't,
2000. No, not 2012.
That's,
2003. I hadn't been with a
but
black bitch since 2003, nigga. You got me
oh,
fucked up.
damn.
that's not my point. This is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, come on,
The
get the fuck
black
out of
girls
here,
that
bro.
you did, the black
That
girls
ain't your
that you
point,
did,
now. That's
they
what you said.
no
What was your
listen,
point?
listen, listen. Watch this,
You
watch this.
said it.
You
You
finna go.
said
The
it.
black girl that you did date was tied to a family or had someone that was tied
Man, you
into
just
the
making
streets.
shit up, bro.
So
You
that's
don't
why
know
you
who
had
I
listen.
dated,
It's a
nigga. You
bunch of
don't know
black
who I
people that's
dated.
never been
You
to a.
don't know who
Listen,
I dated, hear me? You
listen. What
can't
I'm
talk about who I
Oh
dated.
my God.
Leo, you
Oh,
won't let me finish what I'm saying.
no,
Why
you
you
don't
shut it
know
up
who
for?
I dated. Who did I date, hear me? What was
No,
the
I'm
name of the
not.
black
I'm not
girl I
saying who
dated?
you. No, you're right. You're right. All right.
You
Let
all
me
right,
fix. Let
so
me. All
stop
right.
that
That's why I
shit.
said, damn. Can I fix my thing like I let you fix
Man,
yours?
fix that shit up, gang.
Clean it up, man. Clean it up.
So you're right. I can't make a decision. Well, what I know about I know black people that have been to funerals that don't have nothing to do with violence, and there are some black people that don't know nothing but going to funerals because of gun violence, crime, and stuff like that. So it depends on the black person, how they came up,
What
where
if
they
you
grew up
even
at, and
count
things like that.
like high cholesterol and bad health? That's even a killer too, right?
No, but we
Oh,
talking
shut
about,
the
Oh,
fuck
but we
come
talking
up.
on,
about.
bro.
No,
Like, cut
you
this
right
shit out.
about that, Suki. But what we talk about is
Right.
crime being the reason
Right,
for
crime,
somebody's
color on
demise.
color crime.
Right. So what I'm saying is that, like, I know people personally that's been killed by gun violence, but I know I have friends, co-workers, uh other people that I've come up with or experience in the military or whatever. They don't know anybody that has been, and it's more of them than it is people like
Okay,
me.
hold
You
on,
see what I'm
hear
saying?
me.
That's what I'm
Let's
saying.
slow down. Hold on, since we got all real niggas on the phone. So let's keep it 100. How many times have you heard of a black club getting shot up compared to a white club getting shot up?
Oh man,
That's not
it's
fair,
like
bro.
99 to 1.
I ain't never heard
That's
of a white
crazy.
club getting shot.
Okay,
So let me read
okay.
this
So
to
wait,
y'all.
they don't shoot
Niggas
up
close
clubs; they
close
shoot up
down every
schools.
fucking month.
let me
They don't
let
shoot
me
up
read
clubs;
this.
they shoot up schools.
And we in
Let me read
A-Town,
this
so
to
I know
y'all.
clubs
Nah,
get
answer
shot
the
up in
Let
damn
me
Atlanta.
question. Don't try to move the
I lost a
goalpost.
nigga at a
Answer
no,
the
club
damn
before.
let me
question.
So
read
I
this to
know.
y'all.
You see what I did here?
Nah, like
Let
just
me
leave
let me
questions.
read
Leave
this
this
to
Not a
man
y'all.
man to
answer the
one type
question. No,
shit.
Listen,
answer
let
the
me read
man
this to
question
y'all.
first. After
Let me
everybody
read
answer his question,
Man,
then y'all go on to something
Nah,
else.
we
Don't
don't.
you try to move
let me
past
read
what
this to y'all.
okay.
we don't want to read it yet. Nobody answered
Black
his question.
individuals account for over
They want to rebut
50% of
that.
all homicides amongst black. While comprising a larger portion of the population, this is white Americans, they account for approximately 40 to 45% of known homicides amongst themselves. Disparity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
This
so
is
like
we
the
kill each
another.
other
Indiana
at a higher
died.
rate.
Like,
So
what was that?
that's
Hunter
what
and
it's saying.
Thompson, right?
It's
Like
But
that
still
no,
movie
listen, it
type
says
shit.
homicides are predominantly within the same race. Approximately 80 to 90% of white victims are killed by white offenders, and a similar percentage of black victims are killed by
yeah,
black
yeah.
offenders.
It's all
That's what I
proximity
was
based.
saying.
Yeah.
Ain't
And
So
then
nobody
Only
hold
worried
white
on,
about that.
as of
clubs.
20, this is the last one in 2023 because this is the last one. They didn't do one. We don't have
Like
one for
this shit from
2024 or
23,
five.
huh?
8,842 white individuals and 6,405 black individuals were recorded as murder offenders.
Right. So see what you're saying
That's what
is
I was
true.
trying to explain.
It's
So
What
they
I was
did
it
trying
more
to explain to
murders.
them, what I was trying to explain to them, and if you actually pay attention to news, right, or the newspaper, whenever it's a white man that does a crime, they go a
Multiple
man.
kills.
They put no. They put a man was, but when it's a black person, they go a black man was.
yeah,
So they found out that
I
messing up
get
the
the narrative,
statistics
but
or something.
the reality is still the reality. So like that's what I was trying to explain to you. They don't have they're not their gang culture is not like it's not like ours. Their hood
Or
culture,
it's underreported,
their
or are their crimes underreported?
no, their
No,
crimes are reported. It's
No,
just
underreported. They're
listen to what
not
I'm saying.
fuck
Their
killing us niggas.
reasons we have
When I say underreported, I'm not talking about in
Yeah,
statistics.
like
I'm
they don't
talking
put it
about
out.
on the news.
no, yeah,
Yeah,
well, yeah,
no,
on
no.
the
it's not.
news, yeah,
They
of
hear
course.
about
But
it
when
if
I,
they
No,
go
this is
it's
what I'm
down.
not.
trying to say. This
But
is
they
what I'm
gotta
trying
be
to say,
worth
T.
knowing
I'm
about.
saying,
No, it's
I,
not. If a
no,
white
it is.
person
Yes,
kills
it is.
somebody and you hear about it, it was on the fucking news.
Mexicans
I
kill a
promise
lot
you.
out
No,
here.
that's
They
not
take
true.
I
getting
No,
by
promise
the
but
you.
we
Mexicans
don't.
out here.
No,
That's not
So,
true.
I
but the
no,
promise
niggas
you.
though,
Show me one white person who killed somebody that you know of that wasn't on the fucking news. Show me
it,
that shit.
Again,
You
you
can't.
think
You
only
can't.
white
You just
people
making
yeah,
kill?
this
that
shit
was
up.
So
mine.
you think
Hold on,
no,
let's
I'm
slow
not
down.
making anything
nah,
up. If the
y'all moving. I
Hold
want
on,
to
tell
deal
me
with
no,
from
the
the
because
No,
real.
they're
club.
not
How
thinking
many
about it. They
black
trying to make excuses,
nigga
bro.
the
They
clubs
trying to
get
make it.
closed
statistics
down all
doesn't
the
that
time?
no, the
No,
statistics,
we
Like
the
gotta listen.
statistics, hold
Gang.
on.
to
The
the point to where they
statistics
city
do
can't
not
even have a
match
black
the
club
news
no more.
reports.
Listen though. Gang culture and street culture, right? That's our
Um,
reasons for. So it's not an excuse. I'm just saying these are the reasons why our crime rates are a little higher than our counterparts, right? So when you talk about, so they kill each other for they got domestic disputes, like bar fight. They do that shit too, but
Right, right.
they're not having gang wars and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? They're not having
I get
wars
that.
over streets and shit like you see. So that's the difference. So they yes, they kill each other at a high rate too, right? That white on white crime is high, but ours is a little bit higher because of
They
the
bad
extra
from the
shit
girls, man.
that we're involved with, like the gang and street culture. You get what I'm saying?
Feels
That's
like
really the difference. Yeah,
All right. So
y'all
look.
disagree with that?
No, I agree with
yeah,
what you're
I
saying.
don't disagree with that because when you look at the prison systems, I mean, they're not the majority in the prisons. The majorities are the people who are minorities.
unless you're in a
Right.
white area type of shit. But
and that goes back to the 13th Amendment, 13th and 14th
I'm
Amendment,
there for drugs and
Beatrice,
shit.
because the 14th Amendment was never ratified. So they use that to incarcerate. That is just a new form.
Said you want some
Man, this
solution?
shit deeper than what motherfuckers really
Good.
want to
All
really
we got.
talk about.
I'm just saying when
But
it comes,
okay.
I've seen
Bring it out.
many
Like, go
black
ahead. Ice
clubs.
is up. Shit, I'm
I've
always
seen
open to
many black
information.
clubs get closed down over the years because of the motherfuckers get shot the fuck up. Man, I've seen it so many times. Like if I had a dollar for every time I seen it, I'd be rich. Like them hoes popping one week, shot up, that bitch dead. And that hoe, now it's either got to go on a new name or relocate. And that's all they fucking do around here. Like that's how, like the clubs used to be kind of steady. They used to last, but they'll shoot that bitch up so quick that I'm dead, shut down.
Nigga, you from the north side. If y'all, they know the club's gonna get shot up because niggas be in that bitch with the security guards be in that bitch with shotguns.
Type
Like what
shit.
the fuck?
And they
Like who
still
want to
picking
go to
those
a?
up.
Why would you want to go to a club? I remember the first time I went to an after hour on the north side. I mean, we in that. I'm like 17 years old. We in that bitch. It's 3, 4 security guards in that bitch with shotguns. I'm like, why the fuck is we in here? If niggas gotta have shotguns, we don't need to be in this motherfucking
I'm
club.
surprised you didn't see that. Hey, that's back in the day when Silky was in his prime. I'm surprised you didn't see him out there half stepping.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Maybe still out there. Maybe still in
so,
the after hour. I mean, of
so
course,
that's
I know
the
all the owners
you
and
gotta
shit.
understand too. Why do niggas shoot up like niggas club for different reasons? Like if you go to I know a bunch of grown and sissy club them hoes ain't never gonna get shot up. Them niggas go there to have fun. They dancing there on the dance floor all night or whatever. Now, if you go into one of these pack motherfuckers where it's niggas in there shooting dice, man, gambling, right? One of them hoes bound to get shot up because it ain't nothing but the block party in the club.
It done chilled out a little bit, but back in the day, it used to be heavy, nigga.
Well,
Heavy,
yeah, of
heavy.
course, of
Nigga,
course.
heavy. Like, north and south, east, west, all
Nah,
around, nigga. All the cities and towns around, nigga. I'd have been all the motherfuckers, nigga. Trump hoes popping 1 minute. It don't take much to kill that hoe.
yeah, but they don't got niggas getting passed around.
All
Niggas
right.
getting passed
So,
down
so
now.
look, I'll let y'all go. If y'all remember, if y'all paid attention, y'all didn't hear my voice for a while. So I was looking this shit up. I was gathering evidence. Now this is what we got. All right. So based on FBI Uniform Crime Reporting, UCR data, most homicides in the United States are intraracial, meaning victims and offenders share the same race. While both black on black and white on white killings are common, the per capita rate of black homicide victimization is
It's higher.
significantly higher than that of white victimization.
Oh, significant.
Interracial rates. Hold on.
I
Interracial
explained
rates.
that.
Hey, just let me do my ditty, bro.
My
Don't
fuck.
hate.
Oh,
Just
pause,
let me do.
pause.
Pause.
Just
Pause.
let
We
me
got to
do.
pause you on that one, Neil.
Let me do my
Yeah, we
ditty.
got to
Let me
hit
do
you with
my
your
ditty.
whole
Keep
segment
going.
there.
Let
Pause.
me do my ditty.
Pause.
So intraracial rates
Woo.
between 1980 and 2008, approximately 84% of white victims were killed by white offenders, and 93% black victims were killed by black offenders. That's a little
Ah,
bit slightly higher, but let's keep going. Per capita disparity. Black Americans are disproportionately represented as both victims and offenders in homicide statistics relative to their
ah.
share of the total population, meaning you're only 15% of the population. White people are
Blacks are the
damn near
minority.
white people are damn near 70% or higher, but you killing just as much as them. That means you're killing at a higher rate per capita. Per
Right.
capita, so per capita is showing that victims and offenders in homicide statistics relative to their share of the total population. Victimization risk. Historically, the lifetime risk of death by homicides has been 6 times higher for black Americans than for white Americans. Age demographic factors. In major
Woo.
U.S. countries, black men aged 15 to 24 are killed at a rate of roughly 22 times that of white residents in that same
Oh.
demographic. Let's keep going. Contextual data trends from 2008 to 2023. FBI 2018 to 2019 data showed that while 80 to 81% of white victims were killed by white offenders, 88 to 89% of black victims were killed by black offenders. 2023 data in 2023, 86% of black homicide victims were killed with firearms, with 78.2% of black victims killed by someone they knew. Your own homeboy. Damn. All right.
Ah,
So
ah,
recent
yeah.
trends. Let's look at the recent trends.
Some
While
powerful
total
stuff.
homicide rates have fluctuated, black homicide victimization rates have remained higher with significant increases observed between 2019 and 2021. Do I need to keep going or is that enough for y'all? Because we got
No,
more.
I mean, it's the
I
same shit.
agree
They
with
Do
still
that.
you
I
lay
killing
never,
her
down
at
your
the same
weapons?
I never
percentage.
Do
disagree
you
with that
lay
though,
down
Neo.
your weapons?
Right. Nobody ever disagreed
I
with
never
that.
Oh,
But
yeah,
disagree
they
with
Lay
that.
did.
down
Oh, yeah,
your
they
but
did.
weapons.
Yeah,
my
they
point
did.
was
We shall
my
smite
no, we
thee.
didn't. No,
Yeah,
we
they did.
didn't. But
I
my
got to kill
point
this
is
shit every time.
You're
my
done.
you didn't kill anything because I
I
read
gotta
the
kill
same
this shit every
statistics to you
time.
and the
Yeah,
same
because I went
numbers
to 23.
before you did.
I
It was the
explained.
same
No,
kind
you
of
I
didn't do
numbers.
per
explained.
capita. You did not do per
Yes,
capita.
I
I did,
did.
You
Neo.
did. No, you did not.
Yes, I
Yes,
No,
I
did.
I'm talking
did. You want
white.
me to
Nigga,
go
stay the
back
fuck
and
out
tell
of
you
it.
what
I'm
I
not
tell
arguing
you?
with you right now. Stay in your lane D. After I get through with light, I can deal with you. Light, you did not deal with per
Yes, I
capita.
did. You, it's the
You said that the
same.
whites, all you said was that the white killings was higher.
Oh,
800,000 versus
I did not.
680,000,
I never
but
even
you
said
left out
disingenuous.
the fact
800,000.
that the blacks were
Disingenuous.
I
less than
never even said
15% of
Oh,
the population
800,000.
of the United States.
you
So
I
think
they should
you
be
never
can beat
said
the
eight hundred
system?
15% of the
thousand.
killing. They should nowhere be close to the
Oh,
motherfucking killing numbers
significant.
as the white people because they don't even make up the number in population.
Oh, the minority.
Shut the
The
fuck up,
minority,
Silky.
the minority put numbers up,
Hey, you
nigga.
keep
They
Oh,
put
thinking you the
numbers up
fucking
competing.
minority. That's the problem. That's
But no,
another
You a
problem.
but
minority.
but Neil, that's what I was saying. You right.
Y'all keep
She
believing
did
these
say that,
crackers with
but
this
after she
minority
went,
shit.
I explained
oh,
why that is. That's why I said. I said yes, the white people
Hey,
kill
I'm just saying.
themselves at a high rate. That like you said, is racial, and ours is too. But we
we
kill
don't need
for
to echo
more.
over here, me.
We have no. I'm saying
It's not a higher rate. They don't kill each other at a higher
no,
rate.
not at a
We
Significant.
higher
kill
rate.
each
I
other
said their
at a
rate is high.
way higher rate.
I
Ah,
know that's this is what I'm saying.
that's
I'm saying
significant.
they can. So you said, like you said, 45 to 50, whatever the hell percent you said, right? Ours is higher than
I
theirs,
said that.
and it's because
From the
of
FBI.
we have more reasons for killing each other than
I'm
white.
not trying to make excuses.
Not
Like,
excuse.
I get it. We not talking about that, Hemi. You moving the goalposts.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't give a fuck
Yeah,
what the
we're not
reason
on
is
reason.
right
We're
now
just on
because
percentages.
but
that's
the
like to
reason
me it sounds
matters.
like
No, it don't.
no, it don't. No, the fuck it
We
Yes,
Yes,
on
don't.
it
it.
numbers
does.
right now.
That's
No, the
crazy.
fuck it don't.
We
Not
on
this
numbers with
Yes, it
conversation. It
FBI.
does.
don't
Yes, it
because
do.
life
You
is
being
under the
disingenuous,
impression
Amy.
that white people kill each other at the same rate as black people.
I
It's just
Yeah,
not
never
she
getting
said
said
it was
reported.
that.
the same.
That
She
was
said it was
never my
equal.
That's what
argument.
you said.
Oh,
I'm here recording.
That
shell
was
people,
never
she
my
being
argument, and that's the
disingenuous.
problem. Y'all mother, shut the and Silky, shut the fuck up.
No,
That
I
was
just
never
remember
my
if y'all
argument.
remember, I went back.
Oh, you guilty.
I said we try to model ourselves after the mafia and shit like that. We
We
have
know that.
I
gang.
heard you say all that,
Yeah,
but
we
that ain't
read the
no fucking
DEA,
excuse,
nigga,
nigga.
That's not
FBI.
an
I know,
That ain't
excuse.
we
no fucking
we
That's
don't
the
care
excuse.
about
The
no
fuck you
reality.
trying to
damn mafia.
Listen,
blame? The
hold on.
mafia or
Stop
your own
taking.
Yeah,
fucking
we on
people?
sources
Stop
from
listening,
the
Leo.
FBI.
Stop
Stop.
trying to
Stop.
blame.
Stop.
I don't give a fuck about the reason. Stop making
That
excuses for
part.
the
That's not
fuck
an
shit these
excuse. That's
niggas
the
22,
doing.
reality.
22,
Fuck that, nah,
21.
bro. We not doing excuses
FBI.
Okay,
in
so if
this. Fuck that bullshit, bro.
Neo.
Fuck
So if
that
I get
bullshit. We ain't
Neo, if
doing
I
no
get this,
goddamn
DEA.
hold
excuses.
on, Neo. If I
No,
Sources.
you need to tell us why
Neo, if
your
you
ass
say
went
no,
off and took the
Neo,
knee in 30 seconds.
He
If
That's
you
doing
what
say
you
this. He
need
fuck
to
my
doing
tell
this.
us.
grandma,
Not
Neo,
Get that
why.
nigga
just
DA.
listen,
Don't
bro.
know. You need
If
to
you
make
say
a
Still
Because
fuck
on
my
that
motherfucking
grandma
everybody
nigga.
want
right
to
now,
listen, because everybody want to be
Still on
fucking
that
right
nigga Neo.
instead of
If
just
you
No,
say
listening
fuck
to
my
no,
grandma
everybody
everybody
right
ain't
now,
right.
else.
and I
Only
come
I'm right.
find you and
If
shoot
you
you
ain't
and kill
agreeing
you,
with me, you not right.
Oh,
listen,
that
If you ain't
part.
bro.
agreeing with me, you not right
No,
right
you
now.
don't
Yep.
like
You
me
wrong.
Why
giving the
am I gonna agree with
You're
you?
wrong.
So you was
giving
I'm
the
gonna
wrong.
put the
So all right,
And
goddamn
that's
maybe I
giving.
was
not the
definition
wrong.
and
problem.
the
You think
statistics back
So
everybody
up
must
here.
agree
say
If
with
my
you
what
ain't
bad.
Neo
agreeing with me,
said.
you wrong.
No,
Both of
you
y'all
can't
say
Straight
say
up.
I was
I don't give
giving
wrong.
a
No,
fuck.
reasons
it's
is
not.
not
Y'all
It's
gotta
You
not
admit
know
y'all
excuses,
that.
was
you're
bro.
fucking
wrong.
manipulating shit and you lying about shit.
Who
Here you go
lying?
right
Nobody
here. Let me put it
manipulating
back on
shit.
the
Who
fucking
lying?
screen
You so
for y'all
busy trying to
motherfuckers
be
Okay,
screen.
fucking
admit you
right
was
that
That's
you
Who
what
wrong
it
lying?
is.
then.
I ain't
If
lying
you ain't
about
Y'all gotta
shit.
agreeing
admit
with
y'all
that,
was
you wrong.
wrong.
You playing on the wrong team.
Wait,
Nigga,
so you
come
don't
to the
think?
Bulls,
Wait, so
nigga.
you don't
We got
think
more
drugs
rings.
and money?
Kill
Come
a
to the
Debo.
Bulls, nigga.
Wait. So you don't think drugs, money, and gangs
Come to
Ain't
have
no
Death
white
Row,
anything
people
to
nigga.
do
about
with
that.
black
Come to
White
crime?
people
Death
got
Row,
drugs
nigga.
too.
Come to Death.
White
Stop
people got
doing the
drugs
drugs,
too.
weak ass nigga.
I ain't doing
Stop
no
doing them
drugs.
fucking drugs.
I ain't doing no
The fuck
drugs.
you making excuses
That's
for,
not
nigga?
an
Yeah,
Oh,
white
excuse.
well,
people
they
That's the
got
got
drugs
drugs,
reality,
too.
they got
nigga.
pimps, they got hoes, they
The
got
first thing you're
prostitutes,
not
You
they
gonna
got
not
say
all this
is
other
that they
listening,
shit.
both
They
bro.
got
got.
goddamn rap
That's
music. They
the
Stop.
got
problem
stop
right
doing this
there.
shit, then, nigga.
Neil, you're not
He's
listening.
done.
If
Y'all
you
look at
know
it as
that's what's
They're
excuses
killing,
trying to
instead
if
of
you know
reason
that's
out
what's
of it.
fucking
They're
you
trying
up,
to
get
reason
them niggas
out
to
of
stop
it.
This
doing it.
nigga
They done
turned
Get
got
up.
them
He
five
niggas
ain't
to
even
stop
charges.
doing
listening.
that shit. You can't get them to stop doing
He
it. So
turned
I don't
up
want
and
to
he
hear
ain't
excuses,
listening.
bro. You making excuses.
No,
I'm
you
The
not.
only
he
I'm
ain't
never
reason that
want
listening.
to
happening
listen.
is because I
Whenever
don't
he
want to hear
think
all the
he's
reasons that's
right, he
happening.
don't
Stop
Then
never
he
making
gonna
want
it.
to
start
That's
doing
what
his
I'm
listen.
trying to
He
do.
excuses.
don't
I'm
want
trying
Neil,
to
to get
listen
some
to
listen.
what I'm
results
Just
saying.
and
because it's
You
results.
keep
serious,
You
saying
ain't
I'm
bro.
you ain't
not
got no
not
making it.
gonna
solutions and you
listen.
ain't got no results, I don't want to hear no reason. I know the fucking
I do
reasons,
got.
nigga.
let's
I
see
can
I'm
what
working
outline
percent
with
this
is.
shit.
these
I can
kids.
write a fucking
Listen,
book
listen,
about the
listen.
reasons. I don't give a fuck about the reasons, nigga.
He
But
got to
Stop
pull
the
the
reasons
shit.
reports
What's the
matter.
then, Neo.
Listen,
solution?
listen,
He got to
Fuck
fam.
the
pull reports
reasons,
for
nigga. What's
everything
the
he's
Okay.
solutions,
saying.
nigga?
You got to
I
pull
don't
the
give a
reports
fuck
that
about
say
the
what you're
reasons. I
saying,
know the
nigga.
You
reasons.
got it.
Everybody
You
back here
how you
should
gonna
know the
provide a
reasons.
solution if you
Fuck
don't know
the
the
You got to get the
reasons?
reasons.
source.
I,
We got to
cause
get
it
How
the
you
sounds
gonna
like
source.
you
provide a
excusing this
solution if
shit.
you don't know the
The
reasons?
white man put drugs in our
I'm
neighborhood
saying
to make
though,
us kill each
Neo,
other.
Neo,
Stop fucking
How
answer
they
me
playing
making
with
this.
me,
that
bro. I
drugs,
hear what you
nigga?
saying, nigga.
Ne-
I hear
Alright.
what you
I'm
saying.
saying, but
I
answer
hear
me
what
this.
you
How can
saying.
you
Stop
provide a
making
solution
Bobby,
if
excuses,
you
why
nigga.
don't
don't
know the
you
reasons?
Stop
stop
making
ad libbing?
Okay.
excuses, bro.
Alright.
Stop making
Alright. Time out,
excuses.
y'all. Time
No,
out.
Neo,
Okay,
what
hold
I'm
on.
That's
saying
Time
is
all I'm
out.
how can
saying.
you
Stop making
provide a
fucking
solution
solution,
solution
bro.
for
I
something
don't give
that
a
you
fuck
don't.
about the
I
reason.
love it.
I'm
You
just
have to
telling you
care
it's
about
at
the
a
reason.
higher
That's the
rate
only way
Hold
you
on,
can
slow
provide
down,
a
because
slow down.
solution.
it was the
Happy birthday.
argument
Everybody slow
started
down.
over motherfuckers telling me
Start the
that
recording.
white people was killing each other more than black
It
people,
is
and I'm telling them
recorded.
Nobody
that's a
said that.
motherfucking lie.
Are they paying
Nobody
for the
said that.
FBI?
You
And I'm
can't.
telling
No,
that's a
hold on.
motherfucking lie.
You
Yeah, you
can't
said
sit.
it. You
You a
said it.
lying ass nigga. You
You
can't
said
sit
you
on
said
this fucking call
800,000
and
for the
say that
white
I said
and
that. You're
600,000
a
for the blacks.
liar
I
because
heard
I
you say the
never
shit.
said
I
that.
What
heard
I'm
you
you
trying to
say
said?
it.
Did I
explain it,
say
bro. Y'all
that?
not
What
listening
you
to me.
Did
say?
I say
You
that,
said
Silky?
What'd you
I'm trying to
say?
make sense
what was
out
the
of
Did
this
numbers?
shit.
I
What
say
was the
Hold
white
numbers?
on,
people
here you
Pull up
go
kill
the
again.
numbers
themselves
you
more
quoted.
than black
Pull up the
people?
numbers you
I
quoted. I
never said
bet
that.
you won't pull up the
You
numbers
said
you
it was
quoted.
equal
I
I
across
bet
the
you won't.
did,
board.
Pull up
motherfucker. You
You
pull
read
did
them
the
say
up
it was
same
again.
equal across the
Pull the
shit.
numbers
board.
you quoted up again, like
You read the
pull them up.
same
Oh, pull
I
it
exact
up.
bet you
shit that
won't,
Pull
cause
it
I
you
up.
read.
lying.
Pull
You
it up.
lying.
No,
Go
You
get
you're
it.
lying.
Get
lying.
the
You
score.
lying.
You're
You
lying.
lying.
No, you're lying.
Relax.
You
Because I
lying. Pull the
never said
numbers up
that.
you
Drop the
just
I
read
sword.
to me.
never
Let's
said
Pull
go
that
get the
anything
report
that
sword,
up
you
you
boy.
said
just
I
read
said.
to us, like, pull it up. Pull
No,
it up.
I
Pull it up.
never said
Pull it up.
anything
Pull it
that
up.
you
You're
said.
lying. If you don't pull it up, you a motherfucking liar. Pull it up.
That's
No,
how I
you
get
Pull
a
it up.
around up in
Pull
here.
motherfucking
it up.
Keep
liar.
Pull it
moving.
up. Pull
You
it
know
up.
we don't
Pull
play
it up.
I,
around
Pull
it
it
here.
was
up.
the
Pull
same
it
You
up.
gotta
exact
get on the right
numbers.
side of that neck. That sword gonna be at your neck.
No,
Yo.
it's
Pull
not.
it up,
Because
bro.
no, it's
Pull it
not.
up.
He
Pull
literally
it
read
up.
the
Pull
same
it up.
numbers I
Pull it
read.
up. Pull it
Hold
The
up.
on, hold on.
same
Pull
Let
it
her
up.
break that
numbers.
meal.
Pull it
Let her
up.
break
No,
it
them not
down.
the numbers. You
Okay,
said
hold on. Let her go. Get the
800,000
floor.
people for the white
I
people
never
and
said
600,000 for the black.
800,000
Where you got
nothing.
them numbers from?
I
Like,
never
where
No,
you
said
you
got
got
eight.
them
them
from?
numbers
Wait a minute.
Pull it
from,
up.
Hold
Pull
on.
it up.
Hold
Pull it
on.
up.
Hold on. Hold on.
You're
You skip.
lying.
You
You're
went. No, you're
lying.
fucking
You're
lying.
lying.
You're lying. You lied on me this whole
You're lying.
conversation.
Oh,
You're
You're saying
I
shit
lying.
think
that I
it
didn't
sounds like
say.
You're
preaching.
lying.
You're literally saying shit that
You're
I didn't
say
lying.
don't
say.
say
I
it
ain't
ain't
trying
so
to
Stop
like
explain
lying.
this shit,
say
bro.
it
Why
Y'all
ain't
don't
you
want to hear
so.
always
me.
Say it
lying?
ain't
Why you
so.
always lying? Stop fucking lying.
You a liar. You
God
literally
damn.
sat there and said shit that I didn't
Damn.
say. I never said white people kill themselves more than black people. I never said that. I
Read the
never
numbers.
said anything
Read the
about
She said
800,000
equally.
and the
800,000.
She said
600,000.
equally.
Read the 800,000 and the 600,000 that you just
I
read. I
said
remember the numbers.
each
Mm.
race kills
Read
themselves.
the numbers.
Mm.
Shut
No,
the
read
fuck
what
up,
you was
Neo.
reading. I don't want to hear
I
what
Oh.
you got to say.
Silky, I
Read what you
said,
was reading.
Silky, I said,
Pull it up.
Okay, get
what
the
I
Pull
sword.
it
said
up.
Everybody
was
get the
Pull the
each
sword.
shit up.
race
Let her
Pull the
talk
shit up
about it.
and
Get
put
the
it on the
sword.
screen.
killed
Pull the shit up and
themselves
put it
at
on
the
the screen.
same rate.
Pull that shit up and put it on the screen.
You know
Like
my tactics.
you just read stuff. I'm asking you to
Hold
read
up.
what you read,
Hold up the
and you
I
sword.
trying to
don't give a
explain
fuck,
some shit.
nigga,
Hold
Read
on,
that
until
shit.
let her talk,
Read
Neo.
that
Let
and
her
shit,
get
cause
it
you
cut the
out.
fuck
lying.
off.
Cause you lying on this
Neo,
bitch.
you
Tell
gotta
me
let her
to
Cause
get
you
it
lie.
out
lying
When
on
though.
did
this
I
bitch.
lie?
Read
When
that
did
shit.
I
Read the shit you
lie?
just read. You just
When
pulled
did
some
I
shit up and
lie? You
read it.
Mini
read
Can
the
you read
numbers
it?
that I
interrogation.
read.
Mini
Can you fucking
interrogation.
read it or not? Why you can't read what you just read? Like,
But I don't fucking want to because you talking to me like you own me, bitch, and you
yeah.
don't.
Cause you lying. Cause you lying.
No, you read the same shit
Cause
I
you
read.
lying. I don't. Cause you lying, bro.
Get
No,
that nigga
you're
light.
lying.
You
Get
lying.
that
You
nigga
just tried
light.
to
Come
smooth
on.
that shit over. You not gonna get that shit past me, and you
Oh,
not gonna read it again because you
oh,
lying on this bitch.
oh.
Where did I lie? Where did I lie, Neo?
Read the goddamn
Where
shit you
the
just
fuck
read.
did I
Read the
lie,
goddamn
Neo?
shit that you just read.
Where did
Read
I
the shit.
lie,
Read
Neo?
the shit. I'ma
Mm.
show you. Soon as you
Where
read it.
did I
That's why you don't want to
lie,
read
Neo?
it. You don't want to read it because you know I'ma show where you lying. Read the shit.
Come on, like we need something.
All you gotta do is read what you just read.
Just to get out of this.
Why is that a
And
problem?
you
You
can
just
go
boldly
home.
read this shit.
No,
Y'all
Why you
because
arguing,
can't
you
man.
read
I
it
are
again?
squashed
lying.
this
Because you've
shit.
been lying
Hit
I
on
me,
me
fall
for
squashed this
back.
shit
Man,
Fall
20
you
back,
minutes
on
Henry.
your
ago.
Fall
shit,
back,
bro.
Henry.
Stop fucking playing on this
I
bitch, bro.
squashed
No,
this
you
shit
stop
20 minutes
playing
ago.
with
You
It's
just
right
fall. Henry,
here.
fall your
That's
ass
It's
you.
up.
right
I'm not
here.
talking to you, bro. You
It's
just tried to
right
move the
here.
goalpost for us. You tried
It's
to move the
right
goalpost
I
here.
didn't
for us.
move the
You
It's
ain't moving
right
no
goalpost.
What y'all
goalposts.
I
I
say?
know
didn't
we're
move
not
the,
doing that.
I
Read
didn't
that
move
shit
the
you just
goalpost.
read.
I explained the numbers that
Read
both of
that
y'all
shit you just
that
read.
both of
Why
y'all.
she ain't gonna read it though? Why she ain't gonna read
Okay.
it though, nigga?
Okay,
Why
one
she
mic,
ain't
y'all.
gonna
One
read it
mic.
though? You know why
I
she
don't
ain't
know
gonna
because
read it?
y'all want
Because
to
I'm
argue.
telling you the fucking truth.
Oh, she
That's what she
was.
was trying to prove.
I don't
She
know.
was just disputing what
Y'all
I
want to
was saying.
argue. I'm
She
saying,
read some bullshit ass article and she
listen,
won't
Who
read it
read
again.
the article?
Oh, she
Read
put
it.
it
Read
up.
it.
Talking about.
Oh, she
Read
put
it.
it
Read
up.
it.
Okay, she going
Read
to
it.
Give me
it. She
something.
Read it.
doing it.
Just pull it up.
Hold
Just
on,
pull
so
it up.
Neo,
Everybody
y'all
pull it
literally
up.
I'm
read the
trying to
same
Pull
thing
that
understand
shit
the
twice.
up.
listen.
fucking
Pull
word.
Everybody
that
chill. She
shit
looking
up.
for it.
You was reading off some numbers and it was 800,000
It
some
wasn't no
odd shit. And
800,000
man,
nothing.
cut the
It
fucking
wasn't
shit out, bro.
800,000
I
nothing.
got a photographic
It
memory. I
wasn't
heard what you said.
800,000 nothing. If you shut the fuck up,
Man, all
it
right, well,
wasn't
read the shit,
Okay,
800,000
let it go,
motherfucker.
nothing.
Neo. Neo, let your badge in there. You gotta let it go, Neo.
She ain't gonna read it.
Well,
She
give
gonna
us
just
give
gonna
us a
say what
second.
I was saying was I don't want to hear what you were saying. I want to hear what you was
He talking about
Let
he
reading.
it
got a
go. Let
That's
her
it.
photographic
give it a flow,
memory.
Neo.
That's it.
Give it a flow.
She ain't gonna read it.
You got
Bro,
two. Go
I've
ahead. You
already
got
read.
5 minutes.
Look, the
Go.
minute she don't start reading it, I'm gonna interrupt her
Neo,
again.
you
Because
I
gotta
when
let
need
you
it
her to
fly.
read
talk
what
too
she
Hold
just
much,
on.
just
read.
I
shut the
Let
squashed
fuck
her
that
talk,
shit
up.
Neo. You
already,
can't
Why
I'm
cut
gonna
her
don't
need her.
man.
you
off.
I'm gonna
shut
shut the
up?
fuck up. But if you start doing
Why
anything but
don't you
reading what
shut
you just
up?
read, I'm gonna interrupt
Let
you
her,
Why
let
again.
her,
don't you
I don't
let
give
her
a
do
shut
it.
fuck.
up?
Let her go.
I don't give a fuck.
We're gonna check it after.
Man,
Let her
shut
do what
up,
she
Silky.
do.
Read that shit like
I'm not reading shit. You read it. It's on the screen.
Oh, it's on screen.
You
I'll
read
read
it.
it.
where?
I'll read
You
it.
Let me
read
see.
I'll
it.
Let me
read it.
see where it go.
Okay.
Read it.
Interracial nature. Most most homicides in the U.S. are slow down. Interracial victim. Yeah, that's something popped in my screen. Okay, hold on.
That's the same
Interracial
shit Neo read.
victim and offender are of the same race. Okay, most homicides in the U.S. are
That's the same shit I read.
interracial victim and offender are of the same race. Approximately 91% of black victims are killed by black offenders, and 81% of white victims are killed by white offenders.
All right.
That ain't what she read.
That is what I read.
Well, see,
That's
No, that's
exactly
not
what
what she
I read. I
read.
didn't even
yeah,
finish.
she
It
You
said
didn't
agreed.
let me finish
800,000
because I
and
read
six
Nah,
hundred
he
and
not
eighty
talking about that
thousand.
when he
She
talking
I
about
like,
the
heard
other
what it
one.
said. I
Oh,
heard
he
what it
talking about the
said. And it
8,000?
said,
that's a good
He talking about the
thing.
Yeah,
8,000?
So
he talking
91 to
about the other one you
80%.
read.
We had 90% to 80%, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Okay,
not, she
then.
wasn't
So
talking
that's it.
about no
That's it.
percentage. She was
Let's
talking
put
about
the
numbers.
rest.
She
We're
was talking
good.
about numbers, nigga.
Well, we started with
I
the percentages. It was
yes,
90.
I read. Hold on.
You're
Hold
lying.
on.
She
You're
is,
lying,
man.
bro.
I'm not finished.
She
I
crossed
read a
over,
couple
dog.
of different pieces.
She got the
I
right
read a
story.
couple
Well,
of
I
different
want the
pieces.
piece that
Oh, she
had
look
eight
at
hundred
different
I
pennies.
thousand
read.
and
Oh,
680,000.
different
Where
pennies.
It
is it?
wasn't no
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
she got the
680
asking you
penny,
about.
right?
nothing.
Read that one. Don't pull this bullshit up because you didn't
Yeah, she
read this shit.
agreeing,
Yes,
though.
I
I
wouldn't
It's
argue
did.
with this
agreeing,
shit if
Yes,
you'd
though.
have
I
read it.
did.
You
Yes,
never
I
read this
did.
shit. That's a
Yes,
motherfucking
I
lie, bro.
did. I absolutely read
Thanks
that.
for
That's why I said you read the same
saying
shit I read. You only stuck to what the fuck you wanted to stick to.
that.
You
Now,
only
can
stuck
you
what you
read the
wanted to stick
800,000?
to.
You said 800,000. I heard
I
you.
didn't say
And you
eight
said
So
hundred
we all
thousand
600,000.
agree
nothing.
that
I
it's
said
higher,
8,000 and 6,000.
regardless
All
of the
right, well, read that
circumstances.
one, motherfucker. You know what I'm asking about. You know what the
No,
fuck I'm
no,
asking about.
motherfucker, you keep on talking
You
about
knew
some
what I was
dumb
asking
shit.
about the whole time. You put the wrong shit back there
But
just
you
to
keep
goddamn
running your
move the
fucking big
goddamn
ass
Yeah,
goalpost.
now
mouth.
y'all
That's
got
what you read. You
pimping
ain't
Neo
read
You
right
shit
now.
keep
about
running your
91%.
This is
big
You
pimping
ass
skipped
Pastor
mouth.
over
Neo.
that
You
shit.
won't
You
shut the
skipped over
fuck
that
up
shit
and
and
you
went to that
keep lying.
8,000 and 6,000 shit. Yeah, you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
And I said
Read
that.
that shit. Put that
Y'all
shit in the
not
back
reading
chat.
shit. Fuck
I'll
it.
read the
You
shit.
read it.
I'll read that goddamn misleading ass information you just try to
How
throw
is
up
it
there.
misleading? How is it?
Lying
How
ass
the fuck is
motherfuckers.
it
I can't stand a
misleading?
liar,
Knew it.
man.
How is
Male
it
or female, I don't like
misleading?
nobody who
How
fucking
is
lie
it
on this bitch.
misleading?
Stop fucking lying.
How
That's
is
it.
it misleading?
Yeah,
How is it
pimping.
misleading? Prove it was misleading.
You knew what the fuck
Prove
I
it
was
was
asking you to read
misleading.
and you pulled another source that
Prove
you
it
didn't
was
even
Oh,
fucking read.
they
misleading.
had to sidestep
Prove
it.
it was
Pull that
misleading.
shit up. Read
Let the
that shit,
sources in the
Silky.
favor, Neo,
Read
Prove it
that
man.
was
shit. The
Let her
8,000
make
and
misleading.
the
it, Neo.
6,000.
She
Read that shit.
agreed. Neo, let her make it. She agreed, man. She
No,
crossed
I ain't
over.
letting shit make it. Read
Stall her
that
out,
shit,
Neo.
nigga.
Stall her out,
Stop
Neo.
being
Yeah,
a
stop.
bitch ass
Come on,
pandering
man.
I'm
ass
all
nigga, nigga.
right. Stop
Read
about
that shit.
Neo.
Read the 8,000 and the
Stall her
6,000
out,
because she
Debo.
acting like I'm
Neo.
lying
You
on
Stall
gotta,
her
him
and
out.
you
shit.
gotta stall
Read
out,
that shit.
Debo. I
Bro,
know,
you
right?
gotta be a man sometimes in your miserable existence, nigga. Be a fucking man and read
Nah,
the
you won
8,000 and the
already,
6,000
man.
and stop
Hey,
being a
man.
bitch, nigga.
Enjoy your spoils.
Just because you
You
got a
won
fucking
already,
perm
man.
don't
Let
mean
it
you gotta be
ride.
a bitch, nigga. They got real
Whatever.
niggas with perms. Be a real nigga, nigga. Hoe ass nigga,
You just
read the
beating the
red
dead
shit.
horse, man. She showed you the
What
sword
the
to the
hell
right
going
Let
real,
on,
somebody live.
man?
No, nigga, the most dangerous, nigga, the most dangerous is in a
You
building.
say
Stop fucking
dangerous
playing
because
with
you
me.
sat there and lied on me like
Stop
I
fucking
said some
playing
shit
with me.
I
The most
didn't say.
dangerous is in the
Oh,
No,
building. The
motherfucker,
most dangerous is
you
in the
went
you was
to
building.
on a
something
Stop
slippery
you
fucking
slope.
didn't
lying.
It was a
listen.
slippery
No,
slope from the get
you're lying.
go.
Stop fucking lying.
You're
Stop
sitting here
fucking lying.
lying
The
on
most
me,
y'all gonna watch what
motherfucker.
y'all say. When y'all try to disagree with me, I remember what the fuck y'all said. Stop
You
playing with
didn't
me.
remember shit.
Y'all let
You
me up get a couple.
Stop
We
fucking
done had a
playing
remember
couple
with
in a
me.
one
couple
part of what I
days.
You
read.
ain't read that
We
shit.
done
You
had
knew
a
what I
couple
was
You
of
talking
only
about.
days.
listened
Whether
to
I said
one part of what I
800,000 or
read, and
80,000,
you ran
you knew
with
what
that.
you said. An
Star
8 and a
You
6,
session.
and
only
you said
listened to one
1,000.
part of
Big
what
star
I read,
Stop
session.
and
fucking
ran with
playing.
that.
You started
Vacation.
You
reading
only
percentages.
ran
You
with
ain't
one
read
part
shit
of what
about
I
no
Multiple
said.
percent
star
at first.
sessions.
You read 8,000,
Again,
6,000.
again.
I said
You
800,
only
600.
listen to
You knew
one
what
Both
the
part
fuck
of
side
I
what
was
I
sessions. We
talking
know
read.
how to
about. Why
pivot.
you ain't read
We
that
kept them
shit? Why,
opening.
man, too, why
I'm
she ain't read
telling
that shit? Real talk, bro. Real talk, bro. She knew what I
I
was
read
talking
it
about.
already.
Whether I said
So what are you
800 and
talking about?
600,000, if she said
I
8,000 and
never said
6,000, why she ain't read
600,000.
that?
just
Why
give
she
them a
ain't
source.
I
post
Just
that
give
never
just
shit?
give
said
them a source,
Why
anime.
she
600,000.
ain't
Just
post
give them
that
a source,
shit?
anime.
Come on,
Just
come
give them a
on, man.
source.
Come
Just
on,
give
y'all.
them a source, anime.
Let's take a deep breath, y'all. Come on, man.
Yeah, just
Niggas
give
be
them a
Because
source.
he's
disingenuous,
lying.
man.
I never
Man, come
said
on. Y'all just be
600,000
tapping for
nothing.
this shit.
Nah.
Read
We
that
ain't
shit.
capping for nobody, brother. We ain't against y'all argument. Let's
Yeah,
break it
man. You
down
got
just a
the
I
little bit.
never
laptop
said
already, man. Calm
600,000
your ass
nothing.
down, bro.
Let's just break it down a little bit. Yeah, hit that cigarette
Man,
or
shut
whatever you
your
lit.
goddamn
Yeah,
playing
calm
of the
your
apes looking
motherfucking
ass
nerves,
up,
nigga.
nigga. Quit playing with me.
Watch
Why
your
you tried to
Hit that
kill
conduct,
Bruce
nigga.
cigarette.
Lee,
Hey,
nigga?
put the
Why
powder
you
Watch
down.
tried to
your conduct
kill
around this
Bruce Lee on
motherfucker
Enter
with
the
a black and
Dragon,
mild
nigga?
Hey,
and
put
get
the
your
Why
powder
you
face
tried
down,
to
off,
man.
kill
man.
Bruce Lee on
You,
Enter the
you,
Dragon, nigga?
you
Put the
be
powder
fucked
down
up
and
Shit.
hit
off
the
that black and
cigarette, man.
mild,
Just hit the
nigga.
cigarette. Don't drink
Let that black
nothing.
fuck you up,
Oh
bro.
no, nigga,
This
here we
nigga Neo
go,
going
man.
out.
Out the bottle, man. Put the bottle
I
down.
squashed this shit
Yeah,
30
that
minutes
nigga
ago for
still
real. They
sipping on the
arguing for no
bottle.
Oh,
reason.
not the
Nigga like a
gator
fucking
juice, man.
baby,
Not the
yo.
gator
The
juice.
Still sipping on the
indicator, nigga.
bottle and
The
shit.
indicator,
And
nigga.
he
I ain't
already
playing
it
no
Yeah.
sounded like a
motherfucking game.
dragon. Quit lying. Quit lying. And then he drinking the dragon
I
juice,
squashed this shit 30
nigga.
minutes ago, bro. I squashed that shit 30 minutes ago. When
Come
they
on,
both gave
man.
their
Nigga, you
statistics,
don't shut
I
the hell
explained
Smoke
up,
the
what the
nigga.
cigarette,
statistics
man.
show.
You didn't
God,
squash
man.
the
These
motherfucking
tenders
thing.
and
I
hey,
Nigga,
these
did,
you talking
bro.
tenders are
about the
delicate.
You
mafia.
Hey,
made
I did.
come
excuses,
on.
Andy.
Frank, look
No,
at
you were
you.
trying to make excuses. The only reason that's like that because the white man put drugs in this
That ain't
weed.
all I said.
Nobody said
No,
Nah,
I
that
didn't
that.
say
is
just
right.
because
The
they
white
put
man put
drugs.
He
drugs.
didn't
I didn't
say
say
that.
just.
Trying to be
That's
like the
Yeah.
racist.
mafia, the Italian
Yeah,
mafia.
you did
The
say
Italian
something like
mafia
that.
No,
made
I said
excuses.
we imitate
Nigga,
the
look,
mafia. I
cut this
said
shit
we
out,
give
bro.
We
ourselves.
imitate the
Listen.
mafia.
No, I said we give
Y'all niggas
ourselves
need to
more
stop killing
reasons.
each other, nigga.
Listen, bro.
Y'all niggas need to stop killing each
Listen to
other.
what
You're
I,
not,
that's true.
nigga.
Yeah, Frank
You're
Neil,
Lucas
not,
made the
Neil,
mafia.
you're
nigga.
making
Bumpy
a true
Stop
Johnson
statement
made
now.
the
killing
Listen,
mafia,
each
nigga.
other.
I said
The
we
mafia
give
don't do shit
ourselves
without
more
Why
none of
you
us.
went to
reasons.
fight Jesse
Shit.
and all that shit?
Don't get
Cause
it
you
twisted.
niggas and you want to kill each other.
I didn't want to kill that man. What
On
the fuck are you
food.
talking about?
On goddamn
Yeah, you
food.
could.
And
You could. You
Hellcats.
went down in
And
30
fucking
seconds.
rims.
Like, oh,
If
You're
I
ridiculous.
wanted to kill him, it wouldn't have
Cadillacs.
been no shit like that. Now look, you know what I'm saying. What
Niggas
I
dying
told you
over
was
Cadillacs.
we give ourselves more reasons to want to kill each other. So you have gang culture, you have
Oh,
street
see,
man,
culture,
here we
my
go
alpha
and
again.
instinct.
drug.
Man, come on, man.
That's the
What
truth.
the
Man, I
hell
know
did
you're
I
a real
walk
nigga that skill.
into?
You gotta hear this shit this nigga saying, bro. You hear this
What
shit.
the hell?
I'm
Alafia.
saying the truth.
Go ahead. No, break it down to me.
Hey, what'd you say? Go ahead. My bad. I wasn't listening.
Bantu, he disagreeing. He keep trying to say that.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing. I'm
But
saying
no,
you
you
making
saying I'm making
excuses for
excuses,
this
right?
shit.
I'm not saying
The
this.
only
He
reason
keeps
we
trying.
doing this is cause that's making an excuse,
That's
bro.
not no. That's the reality. That's not an excuse.
Oh man, come
If
on,
I'm
Now,
man.
what
explaining
he
why
said?
something happens, that's not an excuse, nigga. That's just the reality of what it is.
So
We
when you
have
say
gang
when you
culture.
lead
We
off with
have
the
street
only
culture.
reason,
That's
that's
not
an
the only.
excuse,
I didn't say
bro.
it was the only. I said we have.
You
So
did.
just
I
if
got you
let's say if
recorded,
we
nigga. I'm recording right now.
listen to what I'm saying, Neo. If we didn't have gang gang culture, street culture, whatever. If we were just regular if there was no such thing as hood, gang, street, whatever culture, right? That black people participate in. If it was just regular, right, in
Back to
America,
the white man
we would kill
hand.
each other at the same rate as everybody else. But when you compile that with you got people that's being killed for stupid shit like the white folks kill each other for, right? Whether it's domestic violence, arguments, whatever, and then you have niggas really killing over streets, gangs, all that. So that's why our numbers are higher. That's what I'm trying to
Hold on
explain to
now,
you.
hold on now, hold on
Drugs,
now.
money.
Hold on, because
What?
you got to look at it. let's look at DC for example. DC ain't gang infest. They ain't got Bloods and Crips and shit out there, but them niggas out there killing, and they dominate the populations over there, and with the federal
Thank
prisons
you,
and shit over
Dan.
there. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
Yeah,
you. Silky would have never
they
done
don't
that,
have to,
Dan.
but
Silky would
we
have
got
never done that, Dan.
gang mentality.
Thank you.
It's not about whether they got Bloods or
For,
Crips. We
Oh,
okay,
got
I
so when
was
you
gang
say
saving
mentality.
those
okay, so when you
sorry ass
say
all
gang, you're
week,
not
nigga.
necessarily talking about the gang culture. You mean like the mentality that we have is like having our, our groups
We claim everywhere. If you meet
our
a black,
tribal
you can meet a black
tribal
person
There
from
go the
mentality.
anywhere.
numbers.
You're gonna say where you from, what you rep, something like that, regardless if they're in a gang or not.
But
Niggas
that's
gonna
a
rep
There
their
form.
go the
I
hood.
say I
numbers.
think that's a form of tribalism though, because we was doing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
No. I'm
Right, we
not.
was doing that shit in
There may
Africa.
be, yeah, it may
Right.
be a form of trouble. I'm not disputing that. I'm
Give
So
just
me
you
there
saying,
go
trying to
but
the
blame it on the
numbers.
attack?
Silky,
niggas
there
are
go the
willing to.
numbers. There too, there
But
go
you
the
got niggas
numbers.
that's willing to
Murder
die
offenders,
behind that shit and kill behind
8,842
it. That's
white,
what I'm saying, huh?
6,404 black, and 461 of other. There go the numbers that I said. I didn't say no
Oh, right back in the
800,000
game.
nothing.
She got her second win.
Even
She back at it.
What?
She ain't
fraternities,
done.
even
But
our
look,
She ain't
fraternities.
done,
Let me see
Neo.
it. No, let me see
She
him.
back up.
Hold
Put
She,
the
on.
numbers
It
back
said,
on the screen.
hold
she
on.
back
It
up,
says
Neo.
in
You ain't put it down yet.
2023, in
You got to put it in the
2023,
wall.
arrest data, hold on. Arrest data for violent offenses showed that approximately 53% of individuals arrested were white, 25% were black, and 14% were Hispanic.
For violence,
Uh-oh.
All right.
that
Well,
could be
hey,
domestic
Violent, right
violence,
hold on,
there.
right?
big dog.
In 2023, U.S. arrest data for violent offenses.
Well,
That
that could
includes
range.
everything, including murder. But if you go to
You
murder,
go
blacks
strictly
gonna
murder.
be higher
Yeah,
than
that's
whites.
kind
They
Nah,
said
black
a
gonna be
higher
of,
higher.
number. They
Cause
said
them
uh,
niggas will
wait a
stab
minute.
each other.
Well,
They'll
wait a
throw
yeah,
minute.
that's a
bottles at
It
petty
each
said,
other.
hold
offense.
on. It said
Yeah.
the number indicated higher numbers of black victims at 9,000 compared to white at 7,000. Where black males
No,
faces the
no, that
highest homicide rate.
Right. That's what I'm
Violent
saying.
crime. For violent crime arrests, 53% were white, 25% were black. Murder offenders, 8,842 whites and 6,405 blacks.
Mm-mm.
thank
Yeah,
you.
but that's why
Something
Neo was
wrong
saying
with
the
it.
per
Something
capita is
wrong with that
because of we.
statistic because I've been held at
No, ain't
gunpoint
nothing
twice,
wrong
and
with
that
it. The
was
statistic is
She done
accurate.
flipped it,
It's
man.
just
I
that
don't know
they
no.
what you pulled
I've
outnumber
down
been
us.
now,
I've been
Neo.
I've
You better
I've
get
been
back in
held
there,
at
Neo.
gunpoint twice
You
by
ain't
black
done,
people,
bro.
not white people.
She slapped your ass back with something. You
No.
gonna get back in there, Neo.
No,
And he
I'm about to
yelled at
calculate
me
this
and
shit.
called me a
I'm about to
I'm
liar
about
and
to
calculate.
all this
calculate.
shit, and I knew I
Yeah,
All
wasn't
I'm
damn,
lying.
saying
she ain't
is
done,
that
You
bro.
lying.
motherfuckers.
Neo,
You gotta
you
put her
already
down.
explained it. Look, y'all both are saying the same shit. The numbers that
No,
T
No,
hell
we
just
no.
not.
read,
That source
the
said
numbers that
different.
T just read,
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
source.
per
Yeah.
capita.
It had
The
the white
reason
on
why
top.
listen, when you talk about crime rate, right? The reason why Louisiana can be the
Oh, what was
but the
that
murder
for?
cap.
Right?
Listen to what I'm
Okay,
saying.
what was that
The reason
for?
why Louisiana can be the murder capital is because
Ignore
the
black
amount
people.
of
So
murders.
you
Listen,
saying she
the
manipulated the
amount of
source?
murders. God damn, I can't even.
You
It's because
saying
the
she
amount of
manipulated the source?
God damn, man.
Yes or
It's because
no?
of the
Did she
amount of
manipulate the
murders that
source?
happen
Hear
there
me. Yes or
compared to
no?
these big ass, listen, bro, compared to these big ass states and cities. So if you have
So what did she look at?
300 people get killed in Louisiana by homicide, right? And then you have 300 people get killed by murder by homicide in Chicago. Louisiana's crime rate is murder rate gonna be
You trying to
higher
call White a
because there's
liar?
less.
What you trying to
Listen, fam.
say?
God damn, listen
The
so I
source
can
don't
say
say
it.
all that.
You're
I
not
don't
listening
need
to
you
what I'm
ad
saying.
homing,
I'm
nigga.
saying the
We don't need
difference
your
in per
extra ad
capita.
homing.
Listen, fool. I'm
No,
trying to.
listen. So the whole argument got misconstrued because I only read out the percentages and the numbers. Neo went deeper into it, even though he had the same percentages and numbers that
Right.
I
Neo
had.
was talking
He
about
just
per
led
capita.
more into it.
He was talking about per capita. That's why I said
Mm-hmm.
y'all both was
Now,
using the
but
same
look who
numbers,
got
but
the
talking about
highest rates,
Is
though.
that
Look
right?
who got the highest rates. Look what states got the highest rates of murder.
I do
Louisiana,
declare.
Mississippi, Alabama, New Mexico, and Tennessee consistently rank at the top. District of Columbia often records the highest or nearest highest rate, sometimes exceeding 30 to 39 per 100,000 residents.
You trying to
that's a,
sidestep? This a sidestep move.
That's not a
No.
sidestep. It's going into what D is trying to explain to you. The fuck?
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with
Listen,
y'all?
bro. Listen. If 300 people get killed in a population where there's only 500,000 and 300 people get killed, but there's a population of 2 million, the crime rate gonna be the homicide rate gonna be higher where the population is only 500,000 because that's
Thank you, dude.
too many. That's the point. You
So
see what
you
I'm saying?
manipulating the numbers.
That's not manip. God
I asked
damn,
you
that's not
that. I
manipulating the
asked you that
numbers.
earlier. It was a yes or no
It's right
question.
here, Silky. I got it
That's
on the screen. All you gotta do is read it.
Yeah, I see it.
Louisiana frequently ranked first and second,
because
driven by high
Louisiana is
numbers
small
in
as
New
fuck.
Orleans.
It's because
Mississippi often has the highest rate, roughly 3 times the national average. New Mexico, high rates often driven by violence in Albuquerque. Alabama, high
Neo,
rates
you
linked to
cool with that
cities
shit,
like
Neo?
Birmingham and Mobile. Tennessee, heavily influenced by crime rates in Memphis.
She trying to
So
attack
the
your state
all of
now.
Tennessee is not a murder capital. It's where in Memphis where they're doing the most killings. That's what he means by per capita.
yeah, I'm gonna
So
put it to you
what's that
like
got to
this,
do with
like
the
so you
white
can
people and the black
you
people?
probably understand basketball, Suki, right?
What's that got to
So
do with
so
the white
look,
black
look,
murders?
look. Let's say James Harden. Listen,
This
James
nigga said,
Harden
what they got
makes
to Jesus
every
Christ.
season that James Harden played, he made more threes in his prime, right? He made more threes than Steph Curry. But Steph Curry's shooting percentage was way higher than his because he didn't take nowhere near as many threes as James Harden did. He was just more efficient at shooting them.
Okay.
You
Neo,
get it
you
now?
cool with that source or what?
Nigga, you said FBI. What are you talking about? That's the fucking FBI. What do you
This
mean?
nigga,
You
this nigga
cool with
And
that
it
stupid.
shit,
literally
Neo?
says in context,
If
hold
Neo
on.
say he cool with it, we gonna let it
Listen,
ride. You cool with
listen,
that shit,
listen,
Neo?
listen, listen. It says in context.
They trying to sidestep.
Now, who's sidestepping? We're actually agreeing
He
with
don't
Neo. Silky,
he
why
don't
don't you shut
Oh, okay.
up?
Oh, well, you should have
Silky
said
not
that from the
following the
beginning.
conversation.
Yeah, I knew it.
Silky
You
not
should have said
following
that
the
from the get go then.
First of all, Silky, because if you keep ad-libbing in the fucking background, nobody was going against what Neo was
You
saying.
and
What
Hemi,
I
you
was
should
Yeah,
have
saying
started
is
off
that
saying,
black
I agree
crimes
with
are
you, Dominic.
often more
I agree with you,
reported than
Silky.
white
You on
I
my
agree
crimes.
with
wig,
you,
nigga.
Neo. Like, y'all should have started off saying you agree with Silky and Neo. Then you could have went all in
Silky,
your
you ain't
feelings.
even
Neo
have shit to
Neo
do
knew
with
I
this
was agreeing with him.
conversation,
He
but
said all
ad-libbing
Neo
in the
said was I was
background.
making excuses.
Well,
He
I
said he
don't
don't
Yeah,
care
care.
about
I
the
Listen,
We
you
did
lyrical
agree
want
didn't
with
to.
have
him,
content.
shit
but
to
you could
say
have
with
said that
this
from the beginning. That's what
conversation.
I'm saying.
He did say that
You could have
Silky, are you not
started
following the
off
conversation?
saying, yo, I agree
The
with you,
nigga
Silky
literally
and
said he wasn't
Neo.
disagreeing
And
with
then
me.
we
He
would
just said I
have
was
been
making
like, okay,
excuses.
now you can
Right,
proceed.
right. That's it.
Silky. Hey, Silky, bottom fucking line, had you shut the fuck up and stop ad-libbing in the background with nothing to add, then maybe me and Neo wouldn't have got into an argument.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
No,
whoa. I was the first one to say
listen.
the
Whoa,
minority,
whoa, whoa,
which has been a
whoa,
key
hey.
component in each and every one of y'all's arguments since y'all came on this phone, on this topic. So how
No,
dare
you
you
all you
try to
kept
come
on
at me
going.
and tell me what I
No,
have to
Silky,
add?
you a
Because
liar.
you know
All you
what? I
kept
do
going was,
declare that
let
what
the
I have
church
to
say
add was
amen.
quite, had
You
plenty
that's all you was
substance
doing in the
and was
background was saying,
significant
let the
and took
church say
crucial
amen,
role in
Neo.
this whole conversation.
No, nigga, stop.
But
All you
that's
were
on the
saying was
house.
let the church say
So
amen.
you're welcome.
I welcome my ass.
Welcome my ass.
And what Hemi
this
is
nigga
saying is
crazy.
right. The key trends is
Crazy as hell.
poverty, higher rates of gun ownership, and at times more relaxed gun laws.
So now you saying niggas get more guns than white people?
Yes.
Shit, I got more guns than the Taliban. You heard?
Look how many motherfucking guns Neo got in his goddamn gun safe. Go open your
You
gun
ever
safe,
seen how many
nigga.
guns white people got?
Go
How many
open
niggas
the
own
guns in
gun
your gun
stores?
Damn,
safe,
Neo
How
merchandise.
nigga.
many
He
Hey,
niggas
popping
Neo
off.
ready
own
for
gun
that
stores?
revolution. Neo got the memo. He ready for the
How many
revolution.
niggas own gun stores?
It doesn't
One
matter.
person.
So does that
It
count?
doesn't matter.
That don't okay, that don't matter.
No, it doesn't matter because guess what?
I'll be
Black
right
people are
back,
still
twin.
buying guns. Silky, whether they buy them from a gun store or off the street, they're going to buy them.
And they
They
getting them
definitely
took
buying
by
them off
the
the street.
cops.
And the difference is You 9 times out of 10, you ain't seeing no whole bunch of white teenagers walking around with no goddamn pistols.
Nobody said that, Hemi.
All
So,
right. So
but you will see black kids walking around with pistols, Draco, all kinds of shit. That's the point.
Oh, so now you saying they the ones doing the black
So
kids
yeah,
doing all
white
killing?
adults do have a lot of gun. Listen, what I'm saying. White adults got armories, all kind of shit. They hunt, do all that. That's not the point. The
They
point is
got
about why the
candy.
crime rate is high.
Hemi keep on trying to
all
agree
right,
with
all
us and
right, all
stuff.
right. So look, I got it on the screen. I went to Meta AI.
All right, let's go,
Asked it.
Neo.
This is what I asked it right here. Calculate the per capita of 8,042 killings of 60% of the population versus 6,405 killings of 14% of the population. So I did look up the population rates and which one is higher. The per capita rate of 6,000 the per capita rate of 6,405 killings from 14% of the population is significantly higher than
Oh,
8,442 killings of the 60% of the population based on the provided data. The 14% group has a per capita rate of roughly 4.3 times higher than that of the
oh,
60%
yeah.
group.
But Neil, nobody
Right.
ever
Woo!
said that black
That's
I'm
some
just
people.
no,
I
I'm
powerful
just
just
stuff.
showing
said,
it. I'm just
yeah,
showing it. I'm not
okay,
saying you
but
said it.
no, hold
I'm
Woo!
on.
just
You
showing it.
did. You accused me of saying that when I never was saying that.
Woo!
You only read half
Can
the
I ask you a question?
information.
No, I did not.
You're done.
I did not.
You're
You're
done.
done.
You're done.
I did not. You accused me of some shit that I didn't do. You've been doing that shit a lot lately. So be accusing motherfuckers of shit they
Hey,
didn't do and then call them a liar.
The numbers don't lie. And we bro,
the
they did
numbers
try to
don't lie.
manipulate the
People
numbers.
lie. Men lie. Women lie. Numbers
But the
don't lie.
numbers don't lie.
I gave the same numbers. The only thing I didn't do was go into the specifics of it.
Ah, you're
And
stuttering.
I explain this shit.
And you try to scrub the
Right
numbers.
there.
You try to scrub it. You try
The
to
white,
present
No,
the
Y'all
it the
said
way
I
white
you
they
didn't.
want
want
number,
to see.
the
Shut the
white
fuck up,
number of
Silky.
relative units, the white number of relative units is 14.736, while the
it.
black number, group B, which I didn't say black or white, but group B is
The B stand for black.
45.750 relative units. That's all I'm saying. It's
Woo!
significantly higher.
Right. It's
Woo!
40 and then
Right.
it's 50% for it's 50%
I want to
for
go
blacks and
party
40
in the
to
white
I
45
area.
know.
for white.
Woo!
I want to go clubbing in the white areas. I don't want to go to black clubs. Look at this
Yeah.
shit.
Well, you go ahead.
God
Go.
No,
damn.
no.
Uh,
Listen,
nobody not
listen.
telling you not
See,
to.
okay. Now, can we have a real conversation? Now that we got all the numbers out. So the
Oh,
problem
not him
is,
crying. Him, what you
listen.
trying to
The
do?
problem is murder. Listen, the people who commit crimes are repeat offenders, right? So stop trying to say that. Oh,
Where your
now I'm
source at?
uncomfortable. Listen, stop trying to say now I'm uncomfortable being around black people because black people got a higher murder rate. The niggas that's
Fine.
murder, it's not new niggas every day. New murderers ain't being born
Bullshit.
every fucking day. It
You
takes a
ain't
Bullshit.
lot
scared of
to
niggas
kill a
that commit
motherfucker.
crimes?
Bullshit.
Listen, see, y'all sound crazy. So you think niggas
Bro,
just
it's new
walking up? You
murderers
think
getting born
you
every
think the
day.
Go live
uh,
next door to a
The
bunch of niggas
gang
that
culture
commit
see,
is a
this is
crimes.
what I be
minority,
saying,
brother.
bro. It
Live
take
next door to
y'all been
niggas that
Yeah, that's
commit
a
crimes.
bro.
minority.
It
That's
takes
Figure
a
crazy.
that
lot
plays
for a nigga
out.
to make up somebody
You
else
want to
so
know
leave their
Black
body.
History Month?
Y'all just acting like that shit just willy nilly. No,
Bro,
Majority
it's
of
so
What
black
you
people
mean? You
are
trying to say
not
bro.
the numbers
gang.
is a lie? You trying to fight the
no, I'm not
numbers?
saying that that's. I'm saying that I'm talking about a real murderer. A real murderer. Them niggas are rare.
A real
A
murderer?
lot of times, yes. A lot of times when niggas be killing niggas, they
What's a
don't be
fake
wanting to
one?
kill a nigga. They don't. They not like that or whatever. They might be shooting or
Oh.
whatever out of fear, out of whatever.
Hey,
But they not no
hey,
stone cold killers.
Look here,
hear me,
man. Guns
hear
don't
That's
me,
a
kill
fact, though.
hear
people.
me,
That's a fact.
Stupid
hear me,
people kill
Hey, a
hear
people.
me,
scared nigga
hear me,
crazy,
hear
Alright?
bro.
me.
What
You
the
hear
hell?
me. You ever heard of someone by the name of Marlo Mike?
He was a stone cold killer. Neil, come
Yeah,
stop.
He
that's a
was
serial
16 years
killer.
old. A
I
new
know,
killer is
but that's
born
I'm
every
saying
year.
that everybody
Every
ain't no
year, a
damn
new one.
Marlo is what I'm saying,
Hear me,
Neil.
hear me, hear me, hear me. A new group of killers is born every fucking
I
high
didn't
school
say that.
graduation.
From
Hey,
every race,
hey, can
though.
I talk?
The real
You
stone
want to get
cold
it out?
killers
I'm
are
gonna
the
let you
mass
get it out,
shooters.
and then let me talk. I just want to talk.
That's Jay talking to your ass.
I know, but I'm just saying to you, like I'm just saying, bro, gang. Every goddamn generation, there's another Marlo Mike out here right now.
No, I
Every
agree.
fucking year, you said it wasn't. like it's new killers being born every day. Yes, it is,
Now that's a
nigga.
Ray Child trying to say. Like y'all, like I can't go and be
Bro,
around
them
black
niggas
people.
trying, them YNs trying to put up more numbers than we put up. That's their only goal.
No,
They trying
nigga.
to prove they
They've
trying to
been
prove
putting
Y'all
they
no.
niggas
trying
just
What it
that
stay.
is
all right.
that the
Why you gotta
niggas
talk when I talk? Is it your turn or mine?
is mine, right? I thought.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Look,
Let me
what
know
you
when my
said about the
turn
white.
is,
So
and don't
look,
nobody
it's
else
just
jump in after he get through.
all right. I'm gonna use rap as an example to
Now
drive this
read what
home.
I just put on my
Hold
screen,
on.
Himmy.
Hold on.
No,
Let these
Himmy,
nah,
read
niggas.
hold
what I
Let
on.
these
just
niggas
put on
duke
my
it out.
No,
screen.
I don't want to read that. I want to use a real life example. He gonna be able to understand.
Now because
When
it
we
goes with
had
what you
gangster
said.
rap, listen. We had gangster rap in the late '80s, the '90s, all this shit. We heard all these niggas talk about being killers or whatever, but you barely heard of any rappers dying or being murdered or whatever, right? Fast forward to drill rap. Now you got all these rappers and shit. Why? Because these niggas are actually doing the shit, right? But that what my point was, Neo, is that you keep trying to make it seem like the niggas that's doing most of the killing. So if it's like one block, like wherever them niggas was at in Chicago, that's doing all that goddamn killing, or whatever, or wherever them niggas was at in Jacksonville, that's indicative of the whole Jacksonville, the whole Chicago,
I
the
didn't
whole
say
black,
that.
and it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's only a small
I never said
handful
that.
of niggas that's doing most of the killing, is what I'm saying. That's my point.
True.
And that's what it says.
Okay.
Evidence suggests that
So
it's
I
the
never
usage.
said so I never said that. I never made that claim that everybody was doing this shit. All I said is that it's more prevalent in the black community than in the white community. Niggas is killing themselves at a higher rate, killing each other. And it's not
Yeah.
just one or two people. Every generation try to outdo the previous generation because of this gangster shit. Yes, I agree with you. When gangster rap started, the gangster rappers was studio gangsters. They wasn't the real gangsters. The real gangsters was hiring pussy ass niggas to rap about the shit they was really doing.
Facts.
No, that's not
However, hold on. I think it's my turn. However, when them pussy ass niggas was rapping about this shit, they had niggas that was on Sherm and everything else listening to this shit over and over and was going out and doing the killings. They was influencing the killings even though they wasn't doing it. Now we done progressed further in the 2000s and beyond to where they don't want to hear pussy ass niggas influencing real niggas to go kill each other, which I hate that term real niggas because I think you a bitch nigga if you killing your own kind. First of all, you not real. We need to change that shit off the bat. Then right now where we at, they don't want to hear the pussy ass niggas talking, influencing other niggas to go do these crimes. They want to hear real niggas who doing these crimes themselves
Yeah.
and influencing other niggas to go do the shit.
Yeah. If
They
you ain't
had a
got
nigga
nobody
that was
to
on
yeah.
Scared Straight. They had a nigga that was on Scared Straight, like 12 years old, was in here for some violent shit, where attempted murder or real murder or something like that. This nigga said Boosie is the reason he did this shit because he
Oh
wanted to be
shit.
like Boosie.
That's crazy.
Boosted badass.
And this was like in 2012, 2013. This was way old. So now, right now, think about how many niggas doing this shit, listening to YNW Melly, Pooh Shiesty, all these niggas who going out stepping and all this type of shit and really doing this shit, King Von and all this. Bro, your kids are goddamn cursed. They curse going to school. If you need to pray to God and thank God if they make it to graduation right now. And we ain't doing nothing but making excuses for the shit. That's all I'm saying. Stop this shit.
Nah, I'm just
You got to
saying
get some
guns
boots
and
on the
shit just
ground.
keep becoming more and more. We didn't. So Neil, tell the truth. You a little older than me, but when you was in high school, or let me say middle school, when you was in middle school, even though you probably was outside, there was niggas in the hood, whatever. Everybody on your block or whatever didn't have no motherfucking gun. You knew niggas that had guns, but it wasn't everybody.
Right.
Nowadays, you go outside, the whole block got
Everybody got
guns.
it. Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I
I
think
agree. But
that's the
them white boys got way more access to guns, but they're not getting them. They're
they
not
not
getting them.
getting them though. That's what I'm
They're
saying.
not even enticed to get them. That's not even on their mind to get them.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you like this right now. If you go pay attention to it, watch white people fighting on YouTube. Young white people, old white people, whatever. Stick to the YNs. YNs and YWs, goddamn it, young niggas and young whites. Look at they fights on the goddamn TV. When them niggas drop, when them white boys drop somebody, they don't stomp them on the ground. They like, no, don't hit him. He's down. Let him get up, Billy. Let him get up, Billy. Niggas trying to stomp your goddamn face to the fucking curb, nigga.
It depends. It depends.
Man,
But I get what
come
you do.
on, bro.
No,
Ain't
it
no
Okay,
don't.
fair
so
ones in the hood.
let me let me read this for y'all. U.S. homicide rates peaked around 1980 to 1993. That was not gangster rap era, reaching over 23 to 24,000 cases annually. Fell to lows in 2014 and saw a significant surge in 30% between 2019 and 2020. While
That's when
violent crime,
dread took
hold
off.
on. While violent crime, no, because gangster rap came
I
in
said
the
dread.
early 90s. While violent crime overall decreased from 1990s high to 20 in the 2020 to 2021 saw a sharp increase with rates settling around 6.3 per 100,000 in 2022, still lower than the 1980 peak of 10.2. What's this number? Hold on, because it doesn't give me the whole number. 10.2, whatever. The key trends data in the past 50 years. Peak homicide errors, the highest number count occurred in 1980, 81, and 93.
Yeah, but that's
Recent
U.S. as
trends.
a total. That's not.
I'm
That's
talking
not.
about the US. We live in the US. We're not talking about the world, Craig.
No, but we was talking. No, I'm saying that's U.S. as a
I'm
total.
talking
That's
about
not dealing
niggas.
with black neighborhoods and white neighborhoods.
But
That's not.
even though it's a total, what I'm saying is that when you see the highest trends was in not in the eras of what they call gangster rap.
That was gangster rap. That was the inception of it.
No, it wasn't.
So it wasn't no gangster rap in the 80s.
What gangster rap was in the 80s? Because
NWA,
NWA came out late
NWA,
80s. That it came out late
and a
80s.
whole bunch of other
It
niggas,
came out late
and a whole
80s.
bunch, and a whole
NWA
bunch,
came out late 80s. This
and
is
a whole bunch
the
of.
highest murder accounts was in 1980, 1981, and 1980 and 1993.
Can I
That
answer
was
now?
the highest number of fucking murders in the US, period.
Can I answer now?
That's crack era though.
Of
Thank you.
course, it's crack era.
Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. So yes, gangster rap started in the 1980s. I'm talking about the whole decade. That's when gangster rap
Wasn't though.
started. All right. So when can I talk?
It wasn't the whole decade.
When can I
'Cause
talk?
we didn't, in 1980, we didn't have gangster rap. There was no gangster rap in 1980. Not
I'm
here.
not
I don't
talking
know how
about
where
New
you
York. Who
live.
is we? Who is we? Who is
We,
we?
because we got the music damn near before y'all niggas. Y'all late to everything.
Y'all no, y'all didn't. What the
You
hell did
full of
you
shit.
stop saying it? Why
You
New
full of
York swear
shit.
they got? We created music.
Nah,
Y'all
New
ain't
York
create
was
No,
no
ready
no,
for hip
motherfucking
hop,
no,
man.
thing. Shut
no,
up.
no.
What?
That's
That
when
nigga say he created
gangster
music.
rap officially started.
Hold on.
What nigga
So
said?
where did hip hop comes from? Blues,
Nigga, we not talking
so
about that. We not talking about that.
yeah.
That don't
So that's
matter.
what I'm
We
saying.
talking
So
about
y'all ain't
gangster
have it.
rap.
All right, yeah. Get the shit right. Get the shit right.
No,
Get the
y'all
shit.
ain't do shit.
Get the shit right. We
Man, hip
responsible for
hop come
music.
from witchcraft, nigga. They casting spells, rhyming and shit.
Yeah.
That's how you cast spells and shit. I'm telling you, rhyming. That's that witchcraft, man.
Nah, I mean, David was rhyming in the songs. That
Man,
wasn't witchcraft.
Oh,
All
damn.
right, all
the
right.
book,
So
hey, the
David
book of
gangster
did.
rap.
Psalms. I
Wait,
seen
hold
the book
on,
of
hold
Psalms.
on, hold on. I got it on the screen. Got it on the screen. Got it on the
Hey,
screen.
wait, before you say
Gangster.
something, let me say something real quick
Go ahead.
to respond to what he just said about
No,
David.
I'm trying to respond to life. Like
I
y'all
know.
going
I'm gonna
to
let you. I just want to respond to him just real quick. I seen the book of Psalms being used in seances and shit by witch, bro. So I mean, it only makes sense. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, which is absolutely use the Bible.
all right,
It's
all right,
the
all
book
right.
of
Hold on,
Psalms.
like, hold on, like, hold on, like. Gangster rap emerged in the mid 1980s, circa 1983 to 1986, pioneered by artists like Schoolie D, Ice-T, who introduced graphic, violent narrative into hip-hop, while Schoolie D's PSK, What Does It Mean, 1985, and Ice-T's 6 in the Morning, 1986, are considered the foundational. The genre hit the mainstream with NWA's
In 88.
1988 album Straight Outta Compton.
In 88. Like I said.
No, it didn't start in
Now
88. It
go
started in
listen. Now hold on.
1983.
Go listen.
1983 is
Go listen to P.S. King.
1983 is
Go
when it
listen.
started.
Go listen.
Circa
Okay. Again.
1983.
Go listen to P.S.
So you
King and
got
tell me
3
if he was
years
talking about
apiece.
shootings.
You got 3
Go
years
listen
apiece
to.
in the 80s.
Go
And then
listen
guess
to.
what? 1983
Oh my
is when the
God.
shit started. It says it right there. Circa
Uh, um.
1983 to 1986. That's
No.
when it started.
Hey,
Neo.
I'm
Go
with Light
listen
on
to
this one. You
P.S.
ain't blaming the
King.
West Coast for this shit, man.
No,
You ain't blaming
no,
this.
because
Yeah, it's some East
Ah.
Coast niggas fault,
Hold
man.
on, Schoolie D is from Philly, and if you go listen to P.S. King, he was not talking about shooting and killing and none of that shit in that
That's
song.
right,
Go
Light.
listen
That's
to
right.
it.
What he was talking
P.S.
about?
King is making his cream. People always say, "What the hell does that mean?" P.S. for the
That's
people who
right.
can't understand how one homeboy became a man. For the way we scream and shout, one by one, I'll knock you out. Nigga, he wasn't talking. Dance
Exactly.
for the way my DJ
Don't try to
play.
get low when you
That's
That's
say
the
that
knock you
song.
version
out.
of
And
She
he
gonna try
gangster
to
murdering
get
shit.
rap.
low.
Come
He
on,
talking
She
cut
about
gonna
it
try
killing
to get
out.
shit.
low.
That was
She
killing
gonna
shit
try to
on
Cut
them
get.
this shit
goddamn
out. That's
DJ on them
gangster
damn
rap,
songs. Nigga, stop
motherfucker.
playing.
She gonna try. She gonna try to get low when she say one by
No,
one, we'll knock you out. Nigga, that's
no,
gangster
Yeah,
rap.
yeah,
listen.
They just
yeah.
Like,
wouldn't
tell
But
shoot
these
no,
niggas
niggas
them
like
hold
that
on.
breakdance
back
battles, them
then.
breakdance
No,
battles used to
but
get deadly too,
listen,
nigga.
that was the breakdancing era. But D, that song is so fucking old, okay? I can't remember the whole fucking song. But P.S. Schoolie D wasn't talking about murdering and killing and all that shit.
No,
He
because
wasn't.
why you keep
When
saying
you
murdering and
talk
killing?
about now, when you start talking about gangster rap, hardcore lyrics, that came in the early 90s.
No,
He trying to
1983
blame the
to
West Coast.
1986.
Stop blaming the East
Yeah,
Coast.
it's
1983
some West
to
Coast shit, man.
1986. I didn't say what coast. I didn't specify a coast.
Well,
It say
NWA,
Schoolie
you know
D,
they
and I
West
know
Coast, man.
Schoolie D. I know Schoolie D is East Coast, but it said I'm talking about the year. What is that year?
What's up? Come
1983.
on.
That's 3 years before I was born. Goddamn.
What
3 years before I was born. I'm
the
86.
fuck? God damn, you is a YN, nigga. Cut
Okay,
that
Yeah,
shit
nah,
so
out.
nigga, I'm a retired YN.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. The West Coast ushered in that gangster rap shit.
Yeah.
We started
No,
this
For real,
because
gangster
for
y'all
shit.
real.
started it. Y'all
And this
started
the
it.
motherfucking thanks we get? God damn it.
No, no,
Yeah,
no. They
now we got
started it.
motherfuckers want to
Schoolie
be gang
I'll
D,
play it, I'll
members.
play it, I'll
Schoolie
play it.
D started this shit,
No,
and
he
Ice
did not.
T
I'm
carried
gonna
the
play
torch.
P.S. King for you because he never talked about no killings and none of
I
that
don't
shit.
care
That shit
about
is
killing.
bullshit.
Gangster don't mean
I
killing.
know you gotta care about it because you tried to use
No, I
gangster rap as
don't.
a
No,
Gangster
premise.
don't mean
no,
killing
No,
because
all
you
the
tried to
time.
no
use
T.
Fighting is
no,
gangster.
No T. We got to be
no,
fair with this one.
no.
Good, Neo's right. Gangster don't mean that you got to be because they went like you said. A lot of niggas wasn't having guns and shit. Niggas was just beating niggas the fuck up back then. They wasn't
And killing
necessarily.
Are you
their ass by
crazy?
beating them up.
Hemi, let me explain something to you. I don't know where y'all from, but where I'm
Man,
from,
I'm about to get on this guitar. Y'all
niggas
tripping.
had guns for real at young
Man,
ages. No, I'm dead
man,
serious. Tone is on the phone. He can tell you. Niggas was
I'm.
killing each other in
I
89,
know that. I'm
88,
talking about
89,
like not.
90.
Wake him up, Tom.
No, niggas was killing each other.
I
But
know.
that you
No,
know what
niggas
they
been
called
killing each
them?
other
You
forever.
know what
That's not what I'm.
no, but that was listen, that was the era that they started calling them super predators because motherfuckers was up close and personally killing you. They weren't shooting in crowds. They weren't doing none of that shit. They was catching you and blowing your fucking head off.
Yeah, they just use California culture to put that shit under a microscope. That's all, under a telescope.
All right,
Show
watch
the
this
world.
bad too. Watch this bad too. When back then, remember when they talk about how the Crips, what they was doing? They was going around beating niggas the fuck up, right? The cribs and all that
Yeah,
shit,
for
right?
leather, you
They
talking the
wasn't
leather jacket shit. They was taking they wear leather jackets, but they used to beat people up and take them. That's how they got
right,
them.
Oh, they were
and
killing
that
niggas for starters though. By the time starters came out, niggas were dying.
Yeah, this when they first started. They used to try to wear the leather coats to try to, they was trying to be like the next Panthers and shit. But and you see a crib with a leather coat. In order for them to get that,
Hmm?
they used to have to beat somebody up to take it, and that was like a badge of
Like I
honor
was
for them.
really a teenager during these years, B.
Yeah,
Like I
they
saw
was
this
young
shit
back then.
happen, bro. I
I
Remember,
know,
these
but I'm
watched
gangs
it
were
just
started
saying,
by
happen.
teenagers. Yeah, they was
yeah,
all
but that,
No,
teenagers.
yeah.
what I'm saying is because D doesn't. He's saying niggas just had niggas was just
Hmm?
fighting. No, niggas was killing each other by 88, 80, 87, 88, 89. Niggas was going out of town, coming home in body bags. Niggas was dying in Baltimore for real.
Nobody said they
Baltimore's a whole
wasn't.
nother
No, I'm
state,
not
bro.
saying that. I'm
That's
not
a fact.
y'all.
I can
I'm not
speak on
saying
that.
that. I'm saying that it was one of phase was a thing. Niggas were they did you had killers in every era. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about now what it seems like is a lot of these, like what Neil saying, YNs aspire to be niggas wasn't aspiring to be killers. Like niggas they handled their business, yes, but it wasn't niggas just everybody was on the block with a gun, talking about they were gonna spin, shoot, and kill somebody. No, I there niggas that say I'm gonna beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fuck you up and do shit like that. But niggas wasn't just out, just
Nigga,
stone cold killers.
in
Man, come on, man.
1983, 84, 85, 86, 87. In 1987, niggas was walking around with texts. Nigga, what are you talking
I'm
about?
not saying that, but if
What, so
okay,
what I'm
if you
trying to
can
explain
remember,
to you,
watch
what I'm
this, watch
trying to,
this.
I can. I was
No, listen
15
what I'm
years
saying.
old.
I'm saying
I
if you can
watched this
name
shit
the kill,
happen.
watch this. You can name the killers though, right? You can
No,
name
you
the
could not because guess what?
you
Motherfuckers
capping,
right
bro.
now, listen, it's
So
motherfuckers
how
right now
niggas knew
walking.
who to fear?
Listen
If
to
everybody
me.
killers, how the fuck
Listen to
niggas knew
me.
who to fear and who not?
Listen to me. It's
Why
motherfuckers
you got
right
to
now.
catch
Listen,
it to the
just listen.
microwave?
It's motherfuckers right now, that been having bodies since the late 80s and never went to jail for it. You know why? Because they was doing the shit. Nobody saw them. There was no surveillance. There was
That's
none of
not.
that.
See, I know, but you talk about some shit that I'm saying that Nick people. If let's talk about we talking real now in the hood, if, wherever you grew up at, niggas knew who to fear and who not to fear for a reason, right? So that's what I'm saying. If everybody was killers like what you said, then there would be no nigga to fear. Oh this, oh you. I know this nigga name. I know not to play with
But
this. It
so
wouldn't
did
because
you hear?
everybody would be feared because you
But
think
did
that
you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? Back then, motherfuckers was up close and personal killers. So if they killed somebody, unless they got caught, you wouldn't know they ever killed anybody because
bro.
niggas wasn't on the internet. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Niggas got fed because of the maybe they might have fucked a nigga up or their crew or whatever. But nobody knew who the murderers were until later on when shit started getting different.
Well,
I don't know what you mean by that.
we
I mean,
knew
I
it.
don't
It
know. I
means
don't know how
nobody
to
was
explain it.
broadcasting the shit. The
No,
Right.
people
I
but
knew
don't
I
know
who
ain't
how
talking about,
nobody
bro.
what
It ain't
right.
broadcasting it.
everybody didn't know. The street people knew who what crew was who.
That's what I'm
Now
talking
the
about.
no,
streets
I get
is
what she was saying. I know I said that, but I get what she was saying. I just don't get why she was saying it. What was the point of that?
Because of what I was responding to what D said. So you must have didn't hear what D
I
said.
said that nigga. I said
No,
that
I was
people
looking at
knew
some
who to.
movie on the internet. My
I
bad.
said people knew who to fear. If what you were saying where everybody had access to guns, everybody was outside killing, doing whatever, then niggas wouldn't be. It wouldn't be no. Oh, I need to know this person or that person.
I said they were up close and personal killers, and motherfuckers didn't know who the murderers was because they weren't shooting in crowds. They weren't killing people in front of people. That's not what happened. That's not how it went. So you wouldn't know.
Niggas
I
acting
could be
about
with a
it.
nigga. I could be with somebody. Actually, I was with a motherfucker and never knew that this motherfucker was doing what he was doing. Because guess what? He did his dirt by himself.
Mm, yeah, yeah. I get that. That's they had
Motherfuckers wasn't you.
some
If you
shit
killed
going on like
somebody,
that.
you didn't tell nobody you killed somebody. People kept that shit to themselves unless they did it together. And
Yeah,
usually that's how another motherfucker went to jail because the other motherfucker told.
Somebody snitched.
when gangster rap started, these niggas still wasn't telling on what they was doing. They would hire a weak ass bitch ass nigga like Tupac to go tell what they was doing.
Well, no, the whole. Well, I don't know about where y'all from, but the whole. It was people. It was the rappers were trying. Was rapping about what they saw in their
That's what
community
I
with
just
drug
said.
dealers. Hold on. So they didn't hire anybody.
No, they was
These
hired.
no, they weren't.
They
But
That's
was
not
that's
how
what I'm
that
saying.
went.
hiring
If
them.
you how they
That's not
rapping
how that
about,
went.
but see, that's
It was the
contradicting your
real
Oh
earlier
my
killers.
point.
God. If
It
I
was the
could talk,
real
I
gangsters.
mean,
It
if
was
I
my
could
You
turn to
talk,
talk, and
you
I
been
can't talk.
talking. Y'all
We
been
let
talking.
if
Both
you
I
of
could
y'all
talk,
been
talk.
and the
talking.
minute I came back and said something, it was a problem. So it was
Both y'all
real
ass.
niggas. It was real gangsters putting money up behind Pac and all these other bitch ass niggas like Spice One and shit. Yeah, that's what was going on. The real gangsters was getting these niggas to tell what they were seeing,
Mhm.
which they was the ones that was doing the shit they were seeing. They was rapping the lives of their OGs. They OGs was the ones that was putting them on. That's how the shit went.
But they weren't when gangster rap first started. They weren't really talking about killing. They were talking about drugs and shit like that when it first started. Now, when you want to talk about motherfuckers who was really in the streets that was rapping, you got to look at Mob Style. Mob Style is the same niggas that was portrayed in motherfucking Paid in Full. They actually were rapping. Matter of fact, they was trying to go back at NWA.
Oh no.
And they
I
was in the
proved my
street for
point.
real.
I'm
You
going back to
contradicted
rock.
yourself though, T, because you said
I
the
didn't
rappers was
contradict
rapping about.
myself.
You said the
I'm
rappers
talking
was
about the drugs. I'm talking about the drug selling, the money, the cars, the jewelry, and the
and
girls.
the
That's what
killing
I'm talking about.
and the
They
killing.
weren't really
And the
talking about
killing.
killing till later on. That came later on. Murders and music came later on. That did not happen in the exception of NWA wasn't even talking about killing niggas on their first album.
I
He
ain't,
shot pow pow,
that's
and
not
I
what it.
shot pow pow. As you can see, I cold smoked his ass. Man, get the fuck out of here. That's easy E.
They
Motherfucker.
weren't
Man,
really
come on,
talking
get
about
the
it. It
fuck.
wasn't.
They
They
was
weren't really
they
talking
was
about. They weren't like I said. They weren't really talking about killing on their first
man. Hold
album.
up. I got too much lean in my cup, man. Damn, how y'all just gonna do this like we ain't listening to this shit? Nigga, I was raised on this gangster rap shit. The fuck are you talking about? They was rapping about killing. They wasn't rapping as much about killing as they do now, but every album mentioned somebody getting shot. Now is every bar gotta mention somebody get shot. So yeah, it increased, but it started in the 80s. That's all I'm
But
saying.
my thing
83.
is the highest number. I just read off the highest number, the years with the highest murder rates, and it was none of the years that rap, gangster rap was really
Hey,
prevalent.
But well, I'm
as a
not
I
matter of
saying
just
fact,
read
gangster
as
that
a
rap is
matter
off.
of fact,
responsible for the high
as a
murder
matter
rate.
of fact.
That's not what I'm saying.
As a matter of fact, as a matter of a fact, of a motherfucking fact, didn't Slick Rick have somebody get shot in children's store?
He was talking
Am I
about the
wrong?
cops. It
Did
was the cop. The cops killed the boy in the children's story.
somebody got murdered? That's gangster rap. Quit
The
playing.
cop was talking about. He talking about the cops killing a black boy in children's story. That's not
Yeah, because he was sitting
you.
there, he was sitting there
That's
robbing
not.
shit.
That's not you. Another black man going out to kill another black man.
I didn't say that. Don't act like that's what I said.
No, I didn't say you said that. I'm just letting you know
Okay,
that's not
thank you.
that.
I never said it was that. I just said it was killing.
Actually, in the children's story, he was kind of trying to warn kids to stay away from certain shit. Because
Yeah,
you
that's
know
how
when you
gangster
talk,
rap
you
started.
know what's crazy though, Hemi? When if I'll call you with my mom on the phone tomorrow, you know my mother gonna tell you this shit was the same way when she was coming up, and she'll tell you that straight up. Ain't nothing changed, and that's
Ain't
what.
nothing changed
How
as far
many?
as what.
She'll tell you all of this shit that goes on today. Only and she'll tell you the only reason why you see it more or you hear about it more is because of the internet.
But I don't like that saying is that the same that's a cap, bro. We
It's
niggas
really not
it's
though. If you
well
was
we
living
wouldn't.
that matter of fact, why don't you hang up and call your father and ask him a lot of shit? But
No, I'm not finna
but you
hang up.
know what's crazy?
I'm not finna
Each
hang up and call
generation,
shit.
nah, but you know, no, seriously, each generation, the older we get, we be like, oh, these kids is crazy. I can't say
It's,
that, and I'm never gonna say that, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm not gonna say that. Because my generation was known as super predators.
But that's what I'm
I
saying. The
seen
reason
it
if the
because
shit was the same,
I grew up. Hold on, because I grew up in New York City at the height of the crack era. I done seen dead bodies, motherfucker. I done walked
it's
away
so
from.
funny.
I done walked. I was talk. I have been talking to a motherfucker. Walked away, came back, and that nigga body right where I left him standing. I seen this shit for real.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Right? That's you, right? But everybody don't experience that, right?
But no,
It's
that's
this
why I
it's
said
niggas
each
that grew up on your
generation.
same block. Watch this. It's niggas that grew up on your same block with you that stay right next door to you and ain't never seen no shit like that.
I doubt
That's
it.
my point.
I
Bro,
doubt
stop.
it.
Come on, man. Like
I'm gonna tell you why I doubt it. I'm gonna tell you
like come
why I
Nah,
on,
doubt
man.
nah,
it.
Henny, not New
No, I'm
York,
gonna tell
bro.
you why I doubt it. I'm gonna
Huh?
tell you why I doubt it because Harlem is so fucking small. Maybe they didn't see a body, but it was somebody that they knew. But check it. This is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah. You
Each
heard about it.
generation.
I'm talking about
No,
shit.
but this is why I hate. This is why I hate. This is what I hate. Each generation, the elders always act like the younger generation is so fucking bad when they know shit was going on. My mother grew up in the time of Bumpy Johnson and all these motherfuckers. You think she ain't see some shit?
Because shit, but that's what I'm saying. That was only this is what I'm saying. Niggas like Bumpy Johnson, Frank Lucas, all these niggas, they exist because there was structure, there was a reason to fear niggas or whatever. The reason why you had the movement that what we see in like uh Louisiana, in Chicago and shit is because it's not that. It's not no nigga. Ain't no, oh, I got this OG tell these they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no structure,
Well,
ain't no
I
order.
read
It's
you. I think you
anybody
heard
can
me
be.
say this before. I think you heard me say this before. And this goes back, Bantu still on the call. That shit goes back to what they call, and I like this thing, the Felix Mitchell effect. So they think once they take the heads off the street, they can rid the crime. But what happens, the shit just gets worse because now you have nobody keeping the kids structured. But if my mom grew up in the time of Frank Lucas, Bumpy, all these motherfucking people, right? And she saw all the shit that I saw growing up, that means the shit been happening way before gangster rap.
Yeah, but them niggas was dealing with. That's what I'm saying. Them niggas was dealing with the mafia and the mob and shit like that. That wasn't mainly. They was dealing the drugs to some of their people and shit like that. But the crime and shit was amongst the people that was on the street for real, or unless you was like stealing from them or some shit like that. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's a different time. Now you got motherfuckers
It's
who
really
got
not, it's the shit is still the same. Like we just don't because we weren't there for it. But that's why I love talking. My best friend always say, I like talking to old people. This is why I like talking to elders. Because the ones that's gonna give you the real, they gonna give you the real. The shit still going to like when they kill a nigga in a gambling spot. When they kill a nigga in a gambling spot, back in the days, you know what they did? They dragged their body outside the gambling spot, called the ambulance, shut down the spot, and niggas kept it moving. They do the same shit today.
And you're going to end it with 12 of G back to that 14 on G. So 4 groups of 2.
Like it's not. My mother always say she be like nothing. It ain't really. Ain't nothing. That's that old saying. Ain't nothing new under the sun.
So
The only reason why if we didn't have the internet today, we would not know about half these more than half these killings.
the G strength in between each group of 2 notes. All right, so same concept.
Now who being rude and playing that loud music in the background?
7, 8
you
on
know
the
it's me, all right.
I don't know why it's like so hard to fathom that the only reason why we know about all of this shit the way we is because we have internet, we got cameras every motherfucking where. In the 80s, in the early 90s, it was none of that.
repeat that. That goes on like this.
I'm gonna pass the collection plate around. Life's preaching right
Just
now, man.
4 times we actually kick into rest here. Room up first,
Be on
0
point,
from
Light. Don't let them tell you you're wrong, man.
remember.
Listen, let me tell you something, brother. I grew up in a different era. I grew up in let me tell you something. I don't know about other places because I never lived in no other place. But if you could survive New York City during the crack era, you could survive any motherfucking thing.
Yep.
You took a chance walking past certain. You took a chance with your life walking past certain blocks. So when people be like, "Oh, they wasn't doing this and they didn't have that," I'm here to tell you they was doing that and they did have that.
You normally hear that. Usually hear it slide into the sixth fret formation, and then you get the low the upper strings between them. So you have this
Maybe it's different in the East Coast. I don't know.
downstrokes. And remember,
Listen, let me tell you something. My late 80s, like I'm gonna say like 88, 89, my
Hmm.
niggas was going to Baltimore.
I
Right
believe
there
it.
on that strip with all that was on the first episode of the first season of The Wire,
Oh, the
where
Wire.
that got
Yep.
that store on the corner. My
Hmm.
niggas from New York was going out there. And they was young. They was 15, 16, 17 years old going out there. Some of them niggas came back in a body bag. Some of them niggas end up staying out there because they got hooked up with girls. Like the shit
Hmm.
was wild back then.
transition rate
It
a lot
was.
into the chorus. So that takes you back to the verse. So we're using
I'm listen, I done
verse.
been around, I done seen a
Yeah.
lot of shit in my life.
So that's the final chord of the
That
second
episode of that first season of The Wire was about the New York boys coming out there, and them niggas in Baltimore did not play.
or make sure you use the
No,
sixth string when you do
that's
that,
a fact.
and
And I
then the
know,
power
and I knew not the '80s, but
right
like the
there.
'90s. I knew a lot of them that had came up from there. So you're not lying.
So the kind of last is called the upbeat.
Nah,
So
come sometimes I think people be
let's
thinking I
let's
just be talking to be talking. I don't
get
talk about a lot of this shit.
the chord.
I don't talk about a lot of this shit because it's not to be talked about. You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And then we come down to the second fret, hold it, just
And I'm
feel it,
not getting no second
and then
hand accounts from nobody, none of that. Been
around
here, been
eight,
around it,
seven,
seen it,
low G
lived
string,
it.
back to the rest of it. Now that's where the vocals come in, and we're back to that same that we
Who's
did
that playing
earlier. That's what he does
TV for
here.
nude?
And he plays it 8 times.
And then a lot of times it's hard to talk to people that's the same age as your kids
Do
because
that.
they think they know some shit
That you
it's like
don't
trying to
know.
tell your kids something. You feel me?
Yep.
And I'm guilty of it too because growing up, I used to think my mother didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. Yeah, she absolutely the fuck did because she actually lived some of that shit.
Hold on, okay, start the pre-chorus there. That sounds good.
What was the original argument? Because I kind of came midway.
So that was pretty simple.
Um,
I think you can
I
handle it.
guess it was black
We got
people
second stretch there.
killing each other, and I was saying that each race kills each other at the same rates. But I guess because people still believe that we're only 14, we've been 14% of the population since the 1800s, which doesn't make sense to me, right? Since we had all these babies and all this
Right.
crazy shit.
You really don't hear it. You kind of just hear the note that you're hammering onto.
And that's how the argument started.
And then when you
But
get
with
there, you
those
start
numbers, I
down
don't know.
through.
I didn't hear like the whole part, but did they look into the fact that like wealth gaps with the murder rates?
No, well, they told Henry that didn't make sense. That was an excuse
Right.
when there's absolutely not an excuse. It's the problem. It's the issue.
Look at it again. So tell me this.
Right.
So,
And
That's what
poverty
Henry was trying
definitely
to say.
plays a
That all
role.
of these things play a part in why it's like that.
And it does. You're gonna see more crime and like it's gonna be more of a high crime area if it's poverty area. That's just typical.
Listen, where I live at, right around the corner from where I live at, they got
that we did
they
earlier.
got
Of course,
projects that stem from 116,
that's
no,
the final
115 to
of the
112 from Lenox Avenue to First Avenue. So you got Lenox, you got Fifth, you got Madison, you got Park, you got Lex, you got Third, you got Second, you got First. How many avenues is that? 8, damn near?
Yeah.
And each project got about maybe 10 buildings with 20 floors. You think that was by
Right there,
accident they did that
our front
shit?
one,
No,
the
that's
H.
by design.
Then we're back to the
Thank
basic
you.
thing if we play the free course.
You put all them people in one community like that and think they weren't going to go and fight with each other and war against each other?
We're off that note. And then we have that transition riff that we did earlier that takes us back to the
It's
bridge.
almost set up like they don't have a choice.
Right.
You
And
stack them
then
on
you
top
got
of each
people
other
that
like
you
sardines.
got motherfuckers coming in,
So
black
that's
boys.
all before we
Oh,
go
they
to
might
that
not make
burn
it to
before the
C18
first
or they
again.
may not make it to C21. A lot of them ain't trying like that. I'm not going to make it past C8.
Right to the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the bridge is probably the most difficult
You
part of
got
the
some
simulation.
right now to tell you that in their
So let's
40s
break
that be
it
like,
down.
I never thought I would make it
The
to be
first
this age.
people are growing up strict. For AAA, it makes me member.
But to me, I feel like it's the people who never seen both sides of the track. You feel what I'm saying? That don't understand this shit. I'm
Mm-hmm.
a little well rounded because I was able to experience both sides of the track.
Exactly. Well rounded. You got to see both sides, man. I'm happy I did.
Yeah, and that, I think that's when people have this skewed misconception of the things that happen because they only got to see one side of the track and the only other side of the track they got to see was on the news. So automatically, blacks are the fucking issue, but not the circumstances that they
So the
put in. That's why when people say, "Oh, everybody got, um,
six, five,
everybody has a chance," everybody didn't have a chance, bro.
you grab the sixth fret real
Nope.
quick with your second finger there on the low E.
You got young boys who are struggling and
All
feel
right.
like they got to take on the role of the house.
To come from there.
Gotta make some money.
Same thing here. Grab the fourth fret with your second finger.
But
Use it.
the weirdest shit about it is if you look up most kingpins came from two parent households.
Just the second fret across the A and the E string,
I haven't looked into that before.
and the
I
third fret
believe you, but I haven't looked into that.
or third finger down for the full power here.
You'll find that strange. But two parent households doesn't always mean functioning
There,
well.
Yeah, it doesn't mean structure. Yeah, that's true.
16,000. Then you put a little down off the low E, mute it. You're gonna
Who is
grab
that
this
playing the news?
for this.
That's still being rude because he don't want nobody to have a conversation outside of him.
Okay, 16. Let's do this.
Oh,
That's like trying to bring up School D as a gangster rapper. But
yeah,
you
that
don't
didn't
even
really
know.
match to me.
We're gonna start here at the power chord of the
Huh?
eighth step, the low E string.
That, to me, that wouldn't be gangster rap. Not
So
yet.
that's
To me, the
going
beginning of gangster rap was NWA
16
It
notes
was.
of the string, the eighth fret, heavily palmated. Down, up.
because everybody since has kind of followed that same format and built on it.
Now, what I think is another catalyst that made things crazy is when they allowed these street niggas to get into the industry.
Yep, and become gatekeepers.
Because if anybody ever look at really 50 Cent story, why he was beefing with Supreme, why he was beefing with Murder Inc. is because that shit came from the street shit with the Supreme team.
Hmm.
2.
Yep.
All right. Now do
I
that.
grew up. I grew up on 50 Cent's mixtapes, so trust me, I know what I know what you're talking about.
All right. Then take it down to 7.
But look, to people who really don't know, they'll think that that's just some. They'll think that's just some rap shit. No, that shit for real.
Yeah, that was street shit that spilled over into the industry.
All right, let's take that pattern down to the first fret. See how I'm doing the bigger power chord now.
A lot of people don't even know that uh Tupac was beefing with them same niggas.
Supreme?
Well, not really, but cutting them.
Oh,
Six.
okay.
All right, so we do the three to
Yeah.
six by quicker. That's just the 16th of four of them.
But yeah, I don't know. I just
Do that, which leads to six. So they go by quicker. So at the end of
A
that,
lot of people be
everybody gonna
thinking
have
Tupac
their
from
own
California.
perception, huh?
A lot of people be acting like Tupac's not an East Coast nigga, like he's directly from Cali, born and raised.
all right, then we're back to that riff again earlier.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. They don't.
Press it. Get the low E open and just end it instead of doing that. You just go grab the third fret power
But
chord.
that's what we were saying. It was a, it was a time where, you know, there was no surveillance.
The riff
There was
section,
there
the
was no
top
cameras
now
on
the
every
riff
block.
is done in two
Mm-hmm.
sections. There's the slower section and the
Yeah, it
double.
was a time we had to wait for the news van. Number 7, there go that news van again.
For the slow section first, the riffs, and then
Channel
we'll do
7.
that with the stop section. Here we go.
I feel like the internet and stuff like that kind of keeps some of those numbers down, though, if I'm gonna be real, because it's easier to
Yeah.
get caught now.
It's way listen. The fact that they could track your steps is wild. By going from one camera to the next camera to the next camera.
So that's
And don't have a cell phone on you,
open.
Right.
because it'll ping off the towers and they'll be able to track
On the
where you
low
are now.
string. Open is the third fret power chord, the A string.
Anybody that take the camera with them to do a crime is a dummy.
0-2 on the low E. Grown up hurts, 0 grown up stress. With triple
That
edge.
he really like that's wild disrespectful, Neo.
In your study habits. I wouldn't be here today.
Yeah, I was gonna
Wow.
say I can
Wow.
barely hear you.
Spent it
And
all.
I'm about to hang up. I'll talk to y'all later.
All
Pursue
right.
my master's. With my experience, I was approved to go.
Then come up here and grab the power chord off the third fret of the low E string. Slide it up to the fret. And then pick it again. So we have this.